What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we are doing something very different today. I mean, most of you guys know what our channel is about, but today we get the opportunity to take a little look at our national team. We're gonna watch the Canadians men's national team take on Bermuda today in a World Cup qualifier. So hopefully we're gonna see a lot of new faces today, because it's obviously very different than our regular content. But all in all, man, I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully a lot of you guys are interested in watching the Canadian national team pretty much play their first game in a long time, because I honestly can't even remember the last time Canada played. We'll check it out. We'll check out the last time that Canada played. And if we have anyone who's new to the channel, let us know, man. Like, this is, I mean, I'm a Borussia Dortmund fan channel, but I'm obviously Canadian. I'm very excited to watch my national team play today. I haven't watched them play in a very long time, and it should be exciting, man. They got a lot of new talent coming up the ranks, and this team looks very good. And looking at the groups that we're in, should be by far the favorites in it. So it should be pretty cool, man. It should be pretty cool. And welcome everybody in the chat. We see Agents, my boy, is here, another fellow Canadian. We have some usual Canadians who are on the channel here, but this is a whole another ball game, man. Taking a look at our national team, and I'm gonna go through the squad with you guys and kind of talk about my opinions on it. And honestly, it's a starting 11 I'm pretty excited to see. And yeah, hello guys. Matty D loves the kit. We're rocking the Toronto FC kit because I don't have a Canada kit, man. I'm gonna have to go and purchase one now if we're gonna be covering these kind of games. But let's take a look. So, looking at our team, I was very curious as to what Herdman was gonna do. He has been played in the past with the 3 center backs, which I haven't really liked. I just felt like it just didn't really suit our game sometimes. And I was hoping that we would go to 4 at the back. I think it would be a more free-flowing kind of team, and he definitely did that today, especially with the news that Alphonso Davies will be playing at least in the midfield, if not in the attack. What I see right here looks like a 4-3-3. Milan Borjan, the Red Star ball grade keeper, is in net. No surprise there. He's been our starting keeper for some time now. The Toronto FC lad, Richie Laria, is our right back. I wasn't sure he was going to be a right back, to be honest. I kind of had a feeling it wasn't going to be Richie, so I'm happy that he got to start, given the fact that that he's, you know, from my boys. I thought it was actually going to be Alistair Johnson who was going to get the start. I've been very impressed with some of the work he's done at Nashville, and I just figured for some reason he'd get the start, but I'm happy it's the boy. 2 center backs, I was again curious on one of them. I knew Steven Vittoria was going to start. He's killing it over in Liga NOS. I wasn't fully sure who was going to go in that other center back position. I didn't pick Miller, but it looks to be him. I know Miller's been playing a lot as a center back. He's got the body frame, though. He's got the build. He can easily play as a center back. So I'm curious to see how he's going to do alongside Vittoria. I think that's a strong center back duo, if you're asking me. Looking at our left back, we got Sam Akujbi, who plays over in Norway. Talented left back. He's the clear starter here. Very excited to keep a look on him. And then it gets to the fun stuff, man. This is where our front looks pretty good. And from the midfield, we have Atiba Hutchinson, probably the longest known Canadian men's national team player for myself. I've been following him for a long time over Besiktas. I'm very excited. He'll more than likely play just above the back 4. Very talented center defensive midfielder, and I'm very excited to see what he can do today. We got Alphonso Davies, who is repping the number 19, boys. I am excited for it. I thought he was maybe going to go with number 12. I don't like that number on him, man. I wanted to see him rock his number 19, and he is. So he'll be playing probably a little bit with a free role, if you're asking me, man. Alfonso's clearly our star player. Clearly the player that is going to be having everything kind of go through him. So I thought maybe he would be playing up as either a left winger or right winger. That's clearly not the case. He'd be playing with, I'm assuming, free roam through that midfield. And the other player playing over in Portugal is Stefan Esquico, and if I pronounced that correctly, and correct me if I did not, he has played a lot of minutes this year, and that is good, because it's hard to know from pretty much Canadians all over the world exactly how much that they are playing, and I think it's very important for certain players to be getting a ton of minutes, to be getting into the team. I've been very impressed with seeing the way that he's been playing. And yeah, up front, for our front 3, it looks exciting. Kyle Larin is transformed into a right winger. He plays with Atiba Hutchinson at Besiktas. He's done some wonderful things, man. He's my favorite Canadian player to watch this year. I'm a Dortmund fan, no offense, Fonzie, but I mean, I don't know. I can't watch Davies too much and really cheer for him because, like I said, man, it's me, man. It's me. I'm a Dortmund fan, but I love Alfonso, obviously, and hopefully that I'm excited to watch him play today. But Kyle Larin has turned into a sweet right winger, man. He'll be playing on our right wing. Junior Hoylett, definitely be on our left wing. He's rocking the number 10 for Canada. And up front is Cavallini, who has got a fantastic goal-scoring record here for the Canadian men's national team. Obviously, we heard the news that Jonathan David isn't going to make the squad. That sucks. There's no doubt about it. But Cavallini's got a fantastic goal-scoring record for the Canadian men's national team. I believe David's got 11 goals in 12 games, while Cavallini's got 11 goals in 17 games. So clearly, we know that that David's got a better record, but he wasn't released. It sucks. It is what it is. But yeah. And with that, that is our starting 11. I'm very excited by it. It looks very, very good. I don't know anything about Bermuda's team. I know one player on their squad who's not even dressing, and that's Wells, who plays for Bristol City. Other than that, man, this should be a good test for us. A good test to see the boys come back together after a long time. But I'll start addressing some of the chat now, because I'm assuming we're going to have a lot of new faces here. Probably a lot of Canadians, which, as you guys know, I'm from. I live near, I live near good old Woodstock, if any of you guys know where that is. But let's see what you guys are saying today. And of course, a lot of you guys are saying, where do you watch the game? I thought you could stream it, man. I thought I could get away with it. I couldn't. I had to pull the trigger. I purchased OneSoccer. That's how we're watching the game today. I had to do it, but it's worth it, man. It's not that expensive. I mean, they're not like they're not, you know, sponsoring me to say it, but it's not that bad for price. And the Canadians men's national team is totally different from growing up. They're a totally different looking team. A lot of talented players. And honestly, like, I just bought it literally today. It's even giving us access to watch Lille, which I thought is a little bonus. Obviously, I keep an eye on Jonathan David, given the fact that he's Canadian. And it's all over OneSoccer they got some type of partnership with Lille, which I think is sweet. Either way, I'm absolutely stoked to watch the boys, man. It's such an honor to be able to come here and cover them. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, I can't find a link. I'm a very talented person when it comes to scaving the internet, finding a link to the game. You have to purchase OneSoccer. So yeah, sucks, but I'm excited, man. I'm absolutely stoked to watch the team. We're gonna be joined a little bit later by a buddy of mine. He's an American. He runs an American fan channel, and it's gonna be pretty cool to see the way that the boys get on today. But I see a lot of people disappointed in the fact that it's OneSoccer who's running this. But yeah. But my friend subscribes to 3 channels, and they're all scams. I'm not sure which channel you're talking about there. Oh, OneSoccer. Well, I don't know, man. Like, it gives you access to the game. I'm very excited to watch the game. We got some Bermuda fans here from Bermuda. Chris, how you doing, my man? Woodstock isn't anywhere near Dortmund. No, it's not. No, it's not. I do not live in Germany. I live in Canada. I'm a Canadian. What is Bermuda, Canada slapping them? You think Bermuda, man? What do you guys think? What is your guys' opinions on watching this Canadian national team, man? Like, I haven't watched them play in a very long time. I don't think since the Gold Cup I've watched them play. No idea what this team's gonna look like, but it looks way more talented than the team that lost out to Haiti in that quarterfinal. So I'm very excited. I'm really excited to keep an eye on Kyle Larin. Clearly, I think he's completely transformed as a player. The fact that he's out as a right winger now just makes it so much more fun to have Hoylett on the left wing. You got Cavallini through the middle. And now you got Alfonso, who's just allowed to pretty much do whatever he wants. And I think it's going to be a good look. And this is going to be a good test. Bermuda's clearly not the favorites in this match. There's no reason whatsoever why they should be able to pull something from this match. But we're going to find out, boys. We are going to find out. It's not on DAZN, not from what I can see, man. He used to play for Toronto FC, and he's on the Bermuda squad. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I had no idea. But yes, Charlie, I will not show the game. This is a watch along of the game, but I'm excited. I'm excited either way. The only way as far as I know, you can watch the game, man, it's OneSoccer. It's OneSoccer all the way. So I pulled the trigger. But yeah, guys, let me know if what do you guys think of the game? Put some score predictions in there. I just saw Bai throw in 4-0 for Canada. I love seeing the Canadian love in the chat, man. This is my first Canadian content really on the channel. Had no idea what kind of support it would do, so I'm hopefully here to meet a lot of the other Canadians here. So let's see what you guys are saying today. But can we go to the World Cup in Qatar? Absolutely we can, man. Absolutely. If you look at the Concacaf, we, in my opinion, are definitely in the top 4. When you look at the strongest teams, you usually look at Mexico, United States. There's no doubt about it. They have the pedigree, they have the talent. But if you look at this Canadian men's national team, and I made a best 11, my personal best 11 when everyone's healthy, we got a lot of talent who's playing all over the world, specifically in Europe. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to qualify for the World Cup. It will be a test. Costa Rica's got a good team. The Jamaican national team is recruiting a lot of players from England. If you look at their team earlier today, they have Gray, for example. They have Casey Palmer. They got Lowe. They've got Antonio, who's a big one as well. But I don't know, man. I'm really excited to watch this team play. Hutchinson and Lauren have been doing it in the Turkish league, which is one of the best leagues in Europe. Considering Europe's got hundreds of different leagues, it's in the top 10 for sure. And Kyle Lauren's got a phenomenal, man, absolutely phenomenal goal scoring record this season. So I'm really excited to see him. St. Clair netminder for my college. Harrison, my man, how you doing? No way, that's sweet. I think St. Clair is going to be the future between the sticks for our country, if I'm being completely honest, man. I mean, Borjan's going to be one for the now. I mean, he's been the #1 keeper now for quite a few years. But I don't know, man. What St. Clair's doing in Minnesota is absolutely impressive. So that's very cool. So Harrison, welcome to the channel, my man. You better put some respect on Bermuda's name. Absolutely. I mean, I honestly don't know a ton about them. Like I said, the one player I was very familiar with was Nicky, if I'm pronouncing it right, correct me if I'm not, Nicky Wells. He plays in England. I've been familiar with him for a while. But where can you watch the game, bro? One Soccer. One Soccer is the only way to watch it. We got a few people predicting that a 2-0 and a 2-1 win for Bermuda. That would be devastating, man. If we lost this game to Bermuda, it would be devastating. But we got a lot of Canadian support, man. Absolutely love it. Jamaica got Casey Palmer. They did. They've been recruiting. If you looked at a lot of people in England have a ton of Jamaican ancestry. And if you go to YouTube and look up the best possible Jamaican team if everyone represented Jamaica. Raheem Sterling, like there's some big names that could represent Jamaica. So they are in the recruiting process, which is why Jamaica will be a huge competition. But I don't know, man. I'm fired up. I'm excited to see what the boys can get on here today. I'm really excited. And very excited to meet some new guys in the chat, man. I feel very honored. Like I said, we usually just cover Borussia Dortmund content here on the channel. I'm a Borussia Dortmund fan. We're the international Twitch streamers for Dortmund, so we haven't done a ton of international content. And my buddy, who's gonna be coming on later, is American. He's been telling me do some Canadian men's national team stuff, and I just haven't been able to. But I can't wait to see what some of you boys think today. 6-2 for Canada, 4-0 for Canada, 8-1 for Canada. That's more like it. That's more of the scoreline I'm thinking of. I'm watching a Canadian. Meanwhile, I have school in 7 hours. Did you see the news about Zagadou? Yeah, man, that's heart-wrenching. Absolutely heart-wrenching. It sucks. But it's not surprising. Yeah, JT says it, Wells. And that's the player I was familiar with who's from Bermuda. Excited to see Davies in a free role. I am too, man. When you have someone as talented as Alphonso Davies that you're building pretty much your country around, you give him that kind of option. When I was coming through my mind of how Herdman was going to line up, I thought maybe he would go to 3-4-3 and have Davies play as a wingback, give him freedom to go forward, give him freedom to come back, but he didn't want to. And I kind of respect it because we do have some talented left backs in this squad, and I'm much more excited to see this 4-3-3 formation with Davies in a do-whatever-you-want role, because we have talent up front. Like I said, Kyle Lauren is now a right winger. Junior Hoylett, as we know, can play as left winger. And we have our main man between the two of them, and he's got a great goal scoring record. So it should be pretty fun, boys. I'm pretty excited. Maple syrup versus Dangerous Lake or whatever. You Canadian? I am Canadian, my man. I am Canadian through and through. I'm really happy for the starting lineup. Represents Canada, taking these games seriously regardless of your opponent. Love your energy subscribing. Well, thank you, my man. Yeah, if you guys are new around here and you like the content, you like the channel, drop a like and subscribe. And let me know if you did subscribe, man. Because I am a Canadian, clearly. If you can't tell from looking at me. But like I said, our channel's been mostly a Borussia Dortmund based channel, but I'm definitely excited to get into some Canadian content here. And the game's just getting underway, and I have no idea what this team is going to look like. No idea. Lauren and Atiba are Eagles. Yes, they are, man. And it's why Besiktas is my favorite club out of Turkey, and it's why I've been following them from a long time, because Atiba's been there since, I believe, 2009. Where can I watch this game? The only way you can watch this game, guys, is at onesoccer. The only way. So, I mean, if any of you Canadian fans out there, you might want to purchase it, because I mean, you get decent content to pretty much all the Canadian-based content. And like I said, they're even throwing in some pretty cool stuff, like giving you access to watching Lille play, for example. We got some Besiktas fans here, my man. You cannot watch the game for free as far as I know, man. Cannot watch the game for free. The level in Concacaf is slow. We're going to find out, boys. We are going to find out. But Alphonso Davies is rocking number 19, and I do like it. Kyle Laren's taking on number 9. This is a good-looking Canada team, man. Like, can any of you guys think back to when a team was dressed that looked this good? I'm absolutely buzzing. The day that Canada and Peru play a friendly, call me and we'll do a watch-along. You got a deal one. Trying to find a stream. Easy win for Canada. Good luck, bro. We're hoping, man, but you can't take these kind of games lightly. And the buddy who's coming on, actually, for this watch-along, he actually is in the United States right now, and he's in Orlando. He works for the club. I beg Canada, please win. Swift, 100% on board, man. Looking at this Bermuda squad, again, with no disrespect to them, we are the stronger team. We absolutely are, so we need to get it done. We want to qualify for the World Cup. I think it'd be a huge accomplishment to do it in 2022, knowing that we're going to qualify automatically in 2026. It's game time, man, and I'm absolutely buzzing. So hoping a lot of you guys can watch the game with me. Like I said, you can only watch it on onesoccer. Might as well get them to sponsor the channel the amount I'm saying it. But it should be pretty cool to see what they can do. I only heard of the Bermuda Triangle. I don't know how to argue with that. Let's go, Canada. A lot of the boys are fired up. Davies will score 6 today. Put in some guesses, boys. Who do you guys think is gonna score? I got my eye. I told you. I got my eye on Kyle Laren. Cavallini as well, man. Like I said, he's got a fantastic goal-scoring record. He always has. Plays in Vancouver, which I work for the Vancouver Whitecaps soccer academy, which is very cool. So I have a little bit of love towards him. If Jonathan David was in the lineup, I do not even think the score would be close. I agree, man. But we have kicked off here in Orlando. Game is on. And I'm absolutely fired up to see this team play, man. I feel like I'm honestly dreaming. Like, I don't know what it was with the Canadian men's national team, but we weren't able to play for a long time. And if you guys also want a little bit of a surprise package, is we have assistant coach of Team Canada coming on the channel, Stephen Caldwell. There's a nice ball to Lauren. After when he comes back from his trip, and we'll be bringing him on for an interview. So if any of you Canadian men's national team fan want to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and keep your eye out for that interview, because I'm very excited to have Stephen on. He's a TSN analyst, and obviously he's with the club right now, and he'll be coming on the channel here once he returns from Orlando. So if you guys have questions, anything you want to ask him, you can message me on Twitter, Instagram, and it should be pretty fun. So, oh, Roman's here. Member here on the channel. Sorry I'm late. Had to finish some stuff up. Roman, how you doing, my man? We're watching the Canadian men's national team play. It feels like, honestly, a bit of a dream. Not gonna lie to you. Some people are throwing in 2-1 for Bermuda. They got some faith in here. Davies and David. Yeah, man. And I'm pretty pumped because, like I said, I'm pretty good at finding streams from across the world. So I do try to watch Lille when I can. The streams to Liga that I find, at least, are atrocious. Unless they're playing PSG and some of the games are easy to watch, it's so hard to watch that Lille team. And I love watching them to keep an eye on Jonathan David and just how fun they are to watch. But unfortunately, like I said, it's been crap. So the fact that onesoccer's got some type of deal with Lille, I think, is incredible. But I'm trying to see the way that the boys are lining up today, and it does kind of look like it is going to be a 4-2-3-1. Hutchinson obviously is hanging back as a CDM. Davies, I'm assuming, looks like he's playing in that center attacking midfielder position, but he has been stretched out to the left-hand side a little bit. It almost you arguably could say it almost looks like a 4-4-2. Because Lauren is playing very close to Cavallini. Let me know what you guys think, how the boys are lining up today. We got some love here for Kyle Lauren and Atiba Hutchinson, and you better believe we do. Let's go, Canada. Good luck. We got some love here. Nah, Canada has this one 3-1. CB, I agree, my man. Absolutely agree. Just chillin', broski. 3-0 for Canada. We got a set piece, and who else is going to take it but our new number 19, Alphonso Davies. Let's go, Canada. We got some love going here, boys. It's a nice ball. Oh. Out for a goal kick. Out for a goal kick. Someone's saying it should be 6-9 for Canada. I like it. I like it. I like the joke. It's a classic. Please find a stream, I beg. Hey, man, I tried. I wasn't going to purchase onesoccer, but I swear I could not find a stream of it anywhere. There was a few different places. If you guys are looking for the U23 game, I can maybe get you guys a stream for that. I got my ways, but for this one, man, not a chance. I could not find one. Bayern fan says 3-0 for Canada. What channel? It's not onesoccer, guys. You'll have to purchase a subscription to onesoccer is the way to watch the game. I bought the year one, but you know, that's just personally me. But there are more people living in St. John's, Newfoundland than in Bermuda. That is funny. I love that you specifically said in St. John's, Newfoundland. That's crazy. I didn't realize that Bermuda was that small. Prediction. My prediction for the game, I'm going to say 3-0 for Canada. The Bermuda keeper is already down. He got a decent bloody nose pretty early in the game. Just like the video. Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. Like I said, we are originally a Borussia Dortmund fan channel. And we have a partnership with Borussia Dortmund, the club themselves. You guys can see that probably if you creep our channel a little bit. But like I said, the thing about me is that I'm Canadian. And I am just absolutely pumped to do this game. Will you stream the U23 game? I might. I don't know. Depends on producer T. But if he doesn't, we might. I didn't realize the amount of people we'd find here today. So I mean, honestly, man, I might. We're if you guys are following the U23 Olympic squad, you guys know that we have our last game in the group stage against Honduras. If we win that game, we top the group. It means that we play the United States. And then if we beat the United States or Mexico, whoever we basically beat in the semifinals, we would be guaranteed a spot in the Olympics, which is absolutely incredible. Two national teams will move on to the Olympics. So you basically just got to make it to the finals. So, yeah, I'm in. Absolutely. Anyone know where I can watch the game? You can watch it on onesoccer, my man. You got to pay, though. Good luck to Canada. Thank you, my man. Thank you. You seem like a nice guy. You just earned a sub. Well, like I said, guys, since most of our viewers recently have been from Europe, because, like I said, we cover Borussia Dortmund a lot, they like to see I'm a very nice guy because they think I'm Canadian. So, that's just a Canadian thing, I guess. But the Bermuda keeper is back up and going, and the game has continued. For you guys who just didn't see that play right there, you can see that Alphonso Davies is in a different class, man. He is absolutely lightning out here. He looks so incredibly quick. He's quick when he plays for Bayern. But, oh man, Canada's literally 200,000 times bigger than Bermuda. So we have absolutely no excuses. And like I said, looking at this team, man, they look incredible. And it looks like we got some Turkish fans here. And I'm assuming we have some Turkish fans here because of Atiba Hutchinson and my boy Kyle Lauren. So if there's any of you Canadians out there who are looking for a squad to follow, man, follow Besiktas. Incredible team to watch. They're top of the Turkish league right now. And they're led by Atiba Hutchinson, who is the heart, soul captain of that team. And of course, Kyle Lauren, who is one of the best goal scorers in that league. So yeah, we have no excuses. I'm very hyped up for this team. It's much better, man. Much better than I've ever experienced. And I followed soccer as long as I can remember, man. I really have. And I've never seen a Canadian team that, on paper, like this, looks quite like it does now. But what happened to Jonathan David? He wasn't released. Obviously, different places around the world have different rule sets, I guess, when it comes to COVID. And Liga, Lille, specifically, did not let Jonathan David go, which is why he's not in here. Clearly, if he was, he would be a starter here, but he's not. But like I said, Cavallini is a fantastic alternative. He's got an incredible goal scoring record. I'm still trying to take a look at what this lineup is, man. Not even in Canadian channels. No, it's not, man. It's not on Sportsnet. It's not on TSN. The only way you can literally watch this game is you have to purchase onesoccer. So I had to do it. I had to do it, my man. Yusuf asked where the Leafs kid is. I'm a Senators fan, okay? I'm a Senators fan, I know. Is there anybody else who's out there that's a Senators fan? Oh, Kyle Larin with a huge opportunity. Damn. It looks like we got a Portuguese/Canadian supporter in there. And we do have some Portuguese players who are now representing the Canadian men's national team, which is pretty cool. A few of them play over in Liga NOS. Ferreira was the most recent one. He's a center back. That's a position that we definitely need to strengthen. So I guess we can take the help where we can get. Got a Canucks fan in here. Looks like a 4-2-3-1. I agree, man. That's what I see it as a 4-2-3-1 with Davies as that center attacking mid, Hoylett and Lauren out on the wings with Cavallini as our striker. But when you have a person that talented as our boy Davies, you know he's gonna go where he wants. Why can't you stream the game? If I stream the game, man, the stream will get cut down. It's unfortunately it just is what it is. I can't broadcast it because I would get a copyright strike. How to watch the Premier League? If you're talking about the Canadian Premier League, you can watch it here on onesoccer, who is apparently going to become our quick sponsors. And if you're talking about the English Premier League, you can watch it on DAZN. Oh, that's a tough challenge there on Kyle Larin. Or sorry, Atiba Hutchinson. Junior Hoylett. It's a good tackle. Leafs on top, lads. Got some Canucks fans. So nice of a sense to throw the game against the Oilers. Yeah, man, the Senators are an interesting team to watch. It's very cool having a bunch of Canadians here, man. I can talk hockey as well. Like I said, most of our viewers, a lot of them come from Europe, so the hockey talk is kind of kept down. But I'm a Senators fan, so to be honest, it's not even like I want to talk about hockey. But actually, we are. Senators are winning. Senators are winning. Where can you watch the game from England? I believe you still are going to have to get onesoccer. That's a nice tackle there on Alfonso. From Munich, Oilers fan, but my favorite athlete from Canada, Marcus C. Morris, the snow. Yeah, he is. He's an absolute beauty. Wow, if no one can watch it, then no one can follow the Canadian team. That sucks. Yeah, like I said, they did a similar thing to what DAZN did. I mean, I'm sure all of you Canadians out there can remember when you grew up, you throw on TSN, you get Champions League, you get Europa League, you get Premier League. onesoccer is similar, man. It's a streaming service. It bought the rights to pretty much everything Canadian, men's, any Canada soccer. The national team, the U23 team, the Canadian Premier League, all of that is over on onesoccer. So I purchased it. It's $74 for the year, or you can get it for a month and it's $9. So, why do we have to pay to watch the national team? I know, man. I know. onesoccer is BS, not letting anyone else stream it. Same as DAZN, man. Same as DAZN here in Canada. It does suck, and it's hard. Like, man, I grew up in Canada, and I think we've come a long way, especially in the world of soccer. But compared to other places around the world, I was kind of nervous that soccer would never really get to where I wanted to in Canada. I've always had a passion for it, which is why I'm excited to be here right now talking with other Canadians men's national team fans from across the world. But unfortunately, it's in my opinion, like you guys are saying, it's kind of crappy, the fact that we can't watch our national team play on TSN. But to be fair, you still have to pay for those services. So I don't know, it's hard how you look at it. I don't have a dish, for example, so I don't even have access to TSN or any of that. Games aren't on there anyway, so we got rid of it. But it's $6 Canadian to use onesoccer for 24 hours. Or it's $9 for a month. So considering that there's going to be some other important games. You guys can go for a month, but I'm actually excited to watch it, man. I can't say I'd be willing to drop $75 like maybe 5-10 years ago because the way that our national team looks, but in my opinion, man, I'm excited to watch this team. And then the fact that we're going to the World Cup in 2026, we got a good shot at 2022. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here, cover it with you guys. Where is your Canadian national team shirt? I'll be purchasing one. I will be purchasing one right away, man. I did not expect to do this. Like I said, I have a buddy who does U.S. men's national team content, and he was encouraging me to do it. He said that, I mean, I'm obviously Canadian. I have pride for my country. I wanna help grow and find fans from across Canada, man. I really do. So this is a perfect platform to get you guys on here, and let's talk about our country. Let's talk about our squad. So I'm excited. So I will be buying a shirt. Hell, I might even buy 2 or 3, and we'll do a giveaway. So if you guys want to be a part of that giveaway, you know, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and we will be interviewing Stephen Cadwell, who is the assistant manager here. So it should be pretty cool. Is the price for the stream at onesoccer in Canadian currency? It is in Canadian. Hello from Belgium. I hope Canada will join the World Cup. Well, welcome, my man. From Belgium. My country will face Canada. Ooh. You got a pretty decent squad. I was taking a look at it. You've recruited some of the Dutch players. That's what a lot of Concacaf teams are doing, I find, is recruiting different talent from across the world. Does Bermuda stream the feed? I don't know, man. I literally was looking. I could not find it anywhere. We're dominating the game so far, though. Seeing some players I haven't seen a ton of. The players I'm really familiar with on this squad is I'm familiar with our keeper, Borjan, man. Very familiar with him, just given the fact that he's been our keeper for a while. Hutchinson and Lauren are 2 players I watch frequently. Cavallini as well. And, of course, Alfonso. How's Canada doing so far? They're dominating the ball. And it's going to be a matter of time, I think. But they haven't played together in so long, man. So, I don't know. I was all over their Instagram, their Twitter. It was so much fun watching how the boys were getting off here. Is Canada playing a 4-3-3 or 4-4-2? I honestly can't tell, man. I really can't tell. I think they're playing a 4-4-2, mainly because Davies has been stuck out on that left-hand side. So if I'm going to give you my opinion on how they're playing, I think it's a 4-4-2. Borjan's in net. Richie's our... Oh, look at Davies go. I think he ran that radar play. Yeah, he did. Richie is our right back. Our center back is Miller alongside Vittoria with Akujbi as our left back. I am assuming, and again, this is just how I'm perceiving it, so if you guys think it's any differently, let me know. But on right mid is Hoylett. The center mid is the duo of Hutchinson. And our left mid, which I didn't know if he's going to be playing as a center attacking mid, but Davies is definitely playing out as a left mid. And that means Lauren and Cavallini are playing as the 2 strikers. So where are you watching the game? I'm watching the game on onesoccer. It's the only way to watch it as far as I know. But yes, we are lined up actually, and that's a nice ball. Cavallini's in. Oh, it's an awful effort from Cavallini. Yes, Hoylett's on the right, Davies is on the left, and that's how I wanted to see it. Because it could have been, I either thought it was going to be played as a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2. If it was a 4-2-3-1, it would be Davies as our cam, Hoylett out on the right, Lauren on the left, and then our striker would be Cavallini. But from my eyes, at least, it looks like Hoylett's playing as a right mid. Davies is definitely playing as a left mid. And then it looks like Lauren and Cavallini are playing as a striker tandem up front. Hey, do you reckon Canada will host many games in 2026? I hope, man. I hope. I found it. It's not the only way. Alright, if you want to help out a lot of Canadians here, you may want to put that link in the description. But that was a poor effort by Cavallini, man. I was really talking him up already, talking about how talented I thought this boy was when it comes to playing for the national team, and yeah, he definitely butchered that chance. I just sent it. Which country do you support in Europe? I support Germany. So my background, like I was born in Canada, raised in Canada. I'm as Canadian as it gets. I played hockey and soccer growing up. But in Europe, my background is German. So my great-grandfather was born in Germany, and when I watch the European teams play for the Euros, for example, I will be supporting the German national team. And it's also a big reason is I am a huge fan of Borussia Dortmund. So, and Toronto FC, if you haven't noticed, guys, if you have not noticed, Toronto FC is my club. So that Toronto FC is the first professional game I ever went to live. Because I live near Toronto, you know, it makes sense. But I worked for the Vancouver Whitecaps Academy, which is funny, but it's here in London, Ontario. Man United are so annoying, they want to sign every Dortmund player in this squad. Yes, they do, man. Yes, they do. JJD, give me your email. Go on our Twitter or Instagram, my man. Send me a DM there. What is the formation? It's a 4-4-2. Hoylett is out on the right, Davies on the left, and then Lauren and Cavallini are doing a striker duo. And there it is, boys. The first Canadian goal I have seen in quite a long time. Beautiful. Look at the boys go, man. This is a good-looking Canadian team. This is a very good-looking Canadian team. John Herdman, my man. Let's go. There we are. World Cup qualifying gets off by an absolute Canadian legend. I'm going to take a look at who got that. It looks like Kyle Larn did. I said to you guys right before that there's one person I'm keeping an eye on for today, besides obviously Davies. It's Kyle Larn, man. I rate that kid. I've seen him when he was playing in Orlando, some of the amazing goal scoring records he had, and now he's killing it, man. Absolutely killing it for Besiktas. So this is incredible. It was a good little header by Kyle Larn. It was delivered in from Alphonso Davies, and that's what you want. Your two main man. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Kyle Larn gets the boys going. 19 minutes in, and Canada takes a 1-0 lead. And yes, we've been dominating. There's no doubt about it. We've been dominating. We will be probably now doing the watch-along on Sunday as well. So if you guys want to join us for the other watch-along, I believe we're taking on the Cayman Islands. You guys can join us for that. And I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see the love. I've been a huge, like I said, man, I've been a huge soccer fan my entire life, and it's always been a goal of mine to help grow the sport, or at least help find other Canadian soccer fans from all around the world. So this is pretty cool for me, man. This is very, very cool for me. Josh, check Twitter. Producer T will be on it to see if there is indeed a link. I'm a Besiktas fan. I have noticed that, man. It's very cool. Some of the Besiktas fans are here checking out their players. And yeah, huge love for Besiktas. Like I said, they've been my Turkish club since Atiba Hutchinson's pretty much went there, man. I remember being back in, like, it was probably around 2010, and I was just Googling Canadian players, and I was like, oh, this guy plays in one of the better clubs, or better leagues in Europe, and it was Atiba. So that was my team, and then, coincidence enough, Kyle Larn goes there, and he's lighting it up. Who scored? Kyle Larn did. Alphonso Davies took it from a free kick, whipped it into the box, and it was a beautiful, beautiful little header from Kyle Larn, who put that right in the back of the net. But yeah, man, you can see the quality here, and it looks incredible. Now, apparently, you guys have been telling me that this Newfoundland is bigger than the entire country. You said Canada's 200,000 times bigger than Bermuda, so we shouldn't be flexing too hard. But please answer what channel. So there's no channel. It's on onesoccer, but someone might have a link. So you guys might be able to see it. Did you watch any of the US versus Jamaica game today? I did not. How did that game go? Do they play in Canada? No, they're in Orlando right now. It's being played at Orlando City's home right now, so it is a pretty nice little arena. Like I said, a buddy of mine who covers. Oh, Borjan just got in a big collision there. Hopefully he's all right with Victoria. But hopefully, like I said, it's pretty cool because Tactical Manager, buddy of mine who does U.S. men's national team content. He works for Orlando City, so he's in Orlando right now. So I think it'd be kind of cool having him here to take a little look at it. Where are you watching the game? I'm watching the game on onesoccer. Hi, hello from Quebec. Hello, my friend. We got Bermuda here on the break. Bermuda's first little look in on goal. It was alright, but, I mean, Miller did very well there to close down. I like that Miller is playing as our other center back. I do. Because I really didn't know who was going to be. I think he brings a little bit of the speed. Search. Okay, we're getting some advice for the fans out there who are looking to find a little bit of the streams, but it says Davies scored on Google. I mean, from looking at it, it didn't look like it. Davies took the free kick, and it looked like Kyle Lauren had a touch. Kyle Lauren definitely celebrated the goal as if it was his. I just posted the link to it. Sean, you are a hero. Look at that in the chat, helping the boys out. Can Toronto FC join the Canadian Premier League? For a couple reasons, no. And also, they wouldn't want to. The MLS has got a lot of money, man. The MLS is probably the best it ever has been. I don't think Toronto FC, even though would maybe to represent Canada in their own league, I don't think the Canadian Premier League is quite at the level where it could take away Montreal, it could take away Toronto, it could take away Vancouver. I think that they will be in the MLS for financial reasons, for the fact that even if they did leave, they would probably lose some of their players. So no, I don't see it ever happening. Hey, from the Cayman Islands, we play you guys on Sunday. What's going on, my man? How you doing? We will be doing a watch along now on the game on Sunday as well, because I love the turnout here. I'm very excited to see some fellow Canadians. Which channel are you watching the game on? It's on onesoccer, boys. It's on onesoccer. Calgary beat Vancouver once. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it'd be smart for TFC, Vancouver, Montreal to leave the MLS and go to the Canadian Premier League? Because I just don't think those clubs would want to do that. The financial implications would be huge. And I can't see them do it, man. Soccer is a money-run sport. We know this. Go Canada, go. Free here. What do you think the best way to go pro at soccer in Ontario? It's a good question. I played at a relatively high level, I guess, for a Canadian. I don't know. I played at college level. I was never going to go pro. So, I mean, I'm not the best person to ask, but from following the game, man, in my opinion, if you want to go pro in Canada, you have to go to the States. The States has the infrastructure. The States is a fantastic fantastic starting point for a North American, and you would probably look to go to a college there, get your education while going on a soccer scholarship potentially. I wasn't good enough to do that, so that's a nice little ball there, the Besiktas duo. Oh, Junior! It was poor, it was poor. I heard the Canadian Premier League is getting an expansion. It would be good, man. I had season tickets to Forge FC, so I watched a lot of Forge games. So to Producer T, it was good fun. But I don't know. I would much rather go to a TFC game. I love watching Toronto, man. They've done a good job to build a good fan base there, good infrastructure, good league. It's very cool, man. Very cool. But I'm excited to see the turnout here from a lot of Canadian fans. In a perfect world, they would join the Premier League, or the Canadian Premier League, but it would never happen. Yeah, man. Vittoria is a great servant. I know he played for Portugal, but no, it's cool to see some of the background, man. If you look at some of the background of the players on our squad today, a lot of them were born in Canada. There's only a few that wasn't. Look at Davies. Walks through the keep, putting it in the box to anybody. Kyle hit it. Hey! Kyle Lauren has got two. And that's what a game changer can do, man. That is what Alphonso Davies can absolutely do. Absolutely incredible, man. He is so good. So good. So quick. And it just shows the caliber when it comes to Davies, man. Outran that entire team. Has the presence to stop up, pick out a pass. finds Kyle Larin, and you know, with that kind of goal-scoring ability, rolls in the back of the net. I love seeing it, boys. I love seeing it. Another goal for Kyle Larin. I love it, man. He's having such a good season at Besiktas. We have some Besiktas fans here. They're showing the love for the Canadians as well. Very cool to see, boys. I love to see it. Who scored the first goals? I'm hearing mixed reports. From watching what I'm watching, I was saying Kyle Larin. But try has goal to watch the game. There you go. That was gonna be my. Yeah. So Kyle Larin's got a brace today. Davies scored the first goal according to Google. It wasn't Davies, it was Kyle Larin. He's definitely scored both goals today. And he's going to find... Big up, Bermuda fans. It scoops in the link. It says goal. Google says that Davies scored the first one. I believe it's incorrect. I want a Manchester United jersey. You want a United jersey? I need to go out and buy a Canada jersey now, guys. I'm going to try to see what I can do and get it by... Sunday, for Sunday's game. Bayern fan here. Yeah, I'm assuming a lot of you guys became Bayern fans due to Davies. It was a shame that he had to go there. Like I said, I was a big Borussia Dortmund fan, so it broke my heart a little bit when the pride of Canada went and joined our rivals, but, you know, I'm excited to really cheer for him here for the national team. Because I don't get to cheer for him too much. Because like I said, I'm a Dortmund fan. There's a couple links in the chat from some good Canadian fans here who've been dropping it. Who scored the first and second goal? Both goals were scored by Kyle Larin. The boys are looking good though, man. Look at and Davies just looks a different class out here. So does even Atiba. Atiba's got the ability, man. He's looking good. But yeah, if you're new around here, guys, drop a like for our national team. It's incredible seeing the boys play like this today. And also, subscribe if you're new. I love meeting all you new Canadians out here, and I'm very excited to see the support for the national team. And hopefully, you guys enjoy the channel, you enjoy the content, and we can watch the boys until we qualify for World Cup 2022. Bermuda fans are quiet now. Yeah, I mean, this game, honestly, Canada's dominated it from right from the off. And like I said, looking at our squad, it's not a surprise. We've definitely have the players, the quality to do so. But it's still, like I said, this squad hasn't played together in a long time. And like I said, also, the last time this squad played together, it was a very different looking team. Alphonso Davies is a very different player now. He's a team who can run an offense. The attack of this team is going to stem through him, and you can see it down on that left-hand side. I thought he was going to play a little bit centrally, but I was definitely wrong. He is a little restricted to the left, but the ball has come down there quite a few times and has looked very good. First one was scored by Larin. Yes, it was. Dude, no, Bayern is the best in Germany. Do you know why David wasn't in the latest squad? I have been looking at it over the last couple minutes and I couldn't see why. Because of the Liga did not release their players. So he's not injured. There's nothing wrong with him. He didn't get snubbed by the team. He wasn't released from his club. And it sucks. It would have been cool to see him, but that's why he is not in the starting 11 or not in the squad at all. Not to flex, but I know Theo. That's a big flex. I respect it. I respect the flex. Canada and Bayern. Yeah. Certainly Davies is why I own a Bayern kit. I'm just waiting for a solid representative in the Premier League. Yeah, I guess we don't really have a Canadian playing in the Premier League. We have a young man who's playing for Charlotte. Did I get that right? Maybe not. Maybe it's not Charlotte. Is it Charlotte? I can't remember. He's playing in I think in the championship. Is Jonathan David playing? Nope, he's not. He did not get released. Love to see someone streaming about Canada. Just found this on Reddit. Love it. Alex, my man, I'm glad you like it. Like I said, man, we're a Borussia Dortmund fan channel. But I don't know. I was told from a buddy to stream this, and I'm very happy I did, man. I'm finding a lot of different Canadians from across Canada, and it's amazing to see the love and support we do have here in Canada. I know that we're a hockey country and a lacrosse country. I play hockey, man. I love hockey, but I love soccer just as much, if not a little bit more. So yeah, welcome guys, and if you're new around here, drop us a sub, and we will be seeing you, I guess, for every Canada game from now on. Got some great support here. You gotta love it. I told you Lauren is going to be making his hat trick, and you're absolutely spot on. Hopefully he'll get his hat trick, man. I would love to see Kyle Lauren get 3 today. Who scored the goals? Both goals were scored by Lauren. Kyle Lauren is in here. Oh, he's being unselfish. We are definitely running through. I would love to see us honestly take on for a friendly if we are able to get one of those in. Because watching this squad play, man, we should be playing some more friendly games. You see the States taking on some poor effort there, but that's okay. You do see the States taking on a wide range of different opponents, man. And I think it's time for Canada to start getting some of those European clubs in here. Any Whitecaps fans here? So I am a TFC fan, as you can't tell, but like I said, man, I did work for the Vancouver Whitecaps Academy in London, Ontario, so I do have a soft spot for Vancouver. But Jonathan David and Davies is the best in Canada. Yes, but Kyle Lauren, like I'm saying, man, he deserves a huge shout. He's an incredible talent. Same as Atiba Hutchinson. So like I said, it's the reason I've been following Besiktas for as long as I have. He is a fantastic striker. And it's incredible already. He's got 2. Finds Cavallini. Oh. Cavallini didn't throw on his finishing boots today, man. That was a poor finish again. I think Canada has the potential to run a successful tournament, and this won't happen without joining successful teams like Toronto and Montreal Impact. Very true, man. And I can't wait for... That's an awful clearance. That was an awful clearance by the Bermuda player. Just swing and a miss right to Cavallini, who had a poor finish. But yeah, man, I think the future of Canadian football is exciting. It's a matter of time seeing the way that some of these players are growing. The Alphonso Davies transfer was groundbreaking for Canada, man. It absolutely was. And then you see players starting to find their own. Like Kyle Lauren, he's 25. It's not a young Canadian, but he's a player who's doing it in Europe, who is lighting up the Turkish league. He's doing it alongside Atiba Hutchinson. We have obviously Davies. We have David, who is finding his legs at Lille, which you can now watch Lille play here on onesoccer, by the way. I'm excited. That's a nice ball to Alfonso. Drills it across. Cavallini, man. What are you doing? I was talking him up so much before the game, saying that his finishing with the Canadian national team is sensational, but Davies walks through the defenders, puts it on a platter, and just decides he doesn't want to score. Oh my guy. But Theo will soon give him one more year. Yep. Besiktas fans in here as well. Man, a lot of Bayern Munich fans. Josh, you can still make an NHL career. I cannot, man. I've thrown my shoulder out too many times for that. Hey, thanks for the stream. Do you think Bermuda will score? No, I don't, man. I definitely don't. They just don't have it in them. From what I'm seeing, this Canadian team, if Cavallini had his finishing shoes on right now, man, we should be already like up by 4, but I think he'll get one still, though. It's weird. The Bermuda team plays a very high line, and it takes one pretty simple through ball to get through them, especially if you have the pace of Davies. We're playing very much up the left-hand side, putting in simple little balls for Davies to run onto. And yeah, very easy to see. I'm from Montreal. Go Canada, go. Welcome, my man. From Montreal. What do you Montreal fans, you Impact fans, think of your, well, not Impact fans anymore. What do you Montreal fans think of the new rebrand of CF Montreal? Is that what the new team is now? I do like the logo. A lot of people didn't like it. I do really like the logo. Is hockey hard to watch since it's a tiny puck and moves really fast? I mean, I'm Canadian, man. I love watching hockey. It's not hard for me. I don't know about people from across the world, but I grew up playing it. Played both hockey and soccer since I was 4. So, I mean, I watch them and love them both. Not to flex, but I know Borshine. I don't know if I can... I know Tristan Borges. I did some work with Forge FC. So if you guys are familiar with him, I've met him and played with him as well. Are you from London, Ontario? I live dangerously close to London, Ontario. So, yeah. See some F's about the Cavallini miss. How old are you? I'm 24 years old. Got a checkered past when it comes to the game of football. But kind of made our YouTube channel, like I said, on Borussia Dortmund. We are the international Twitch streamers as well for Borussia Dortmund's Twitch channel. But I'm Canadian, man. I love my country. I would love to see soccer. I've been practicing saying football instead of soccer for a long time because I got a lot of European viewers. But I've been wanting the growth of soccer for as long as I've pretty much been born. So seeing this team play the way it does today really brings some emotion to me, and I'm excited to see a lot of support in the chat as well. What's the Discord? We have a Discord group. If you guys want to join it, you're more than welcome to. It's in there. It's pinned. It's our Discord. Are Canada better than America? Well, we might be bringing in, I'm pretty sure we will be bringing in an American who runs an American fan channel, so we'll be able to task that. But in all honesty, like, I don't know, we beat them not that long ago, and I'm not saying we're not crazy far behind the States, but yeah, I don't know. On paper and from standings, man, the States are up on us. I mean, they have 36 million people in that country, so they have a good squad. They got players all throughout Europe as well. But I am very impressed with seeing some of the names that we have on this team. The way that I think the States definitely outdoes us is I don't think their attack is any better than ours. And arguably not even their midfielders. They do have some good midfielders with Weston McKennie and Adams. So you could give it to them, but it's their defense. Their defense, I think if you look at this Canadian team and you're looking at our biggest weak spot, you're looking at the two center back positions. Nothing against these players. I hope they keep growing. But I'm just saying, compared to Davies, compared to Hutchinson, Lauren up front, maybe not Cavallini this game, but for the most part, our back line is where hopefully we can start developing some young Canadian center backs and seeing what we can do there. CF Montreal sounds Euro, wannabe. I'm not an Impact fan, but Christ, I hate the rebrand. It embraces our soccer heritage, not rebrand it. I live in Munich. I see you have a BBB there. Yes, I am a big BBB fan, man. Big BBB fan. As a noob here, why do you support Dortmund? I just, like, again, you guys know what it's like. You guys can relate. You're Canadians, I think. Most of you should be Canadians. I grew up playing FIFA. My parents don't know anything about soccer. My friends are all hockey. I found the game all on my own. I was relatively talented at it. But all in all, I was just playing FIFA. And I love the look of their logo. I knew my background was from Germany, so that's why I went to the Bundesliga. Love the look of Borussia Dortmund and just started following them. Was lucky enough to go to a game there live, and now I'm their international Twitch streamer, which is very cool. Very cool. David or Messi? We gotta go Jonathan David. Fun fact, I did see Messi score live. I went to Camp Nou and watched Lionel Messi score a goal live, so that's pretty cool. I love two players with their gloves off, 1v1. That's why I watch hockey. The old logo, the name had a lot of meaning and history. I don't really like the new one. Yeah. Can you speak German? I cannot. I'm as Canadian as I'm not even as Canadian. I can't speak French either. I can only speak English. I'm from Germany. I've been watching for 4 months now, the NHL, and it's so sick. Hope that Canada gets a team in the Stanley Cup this year. They got a good chance. Canadian team get automatically to the Final Four. So there's a good chance. There's a good chance. Who are Canada's rivals in the national teams? I think you got to look at the States, man. Same as in hockey. Canada and the US have a huge rivalry, so it's hard to know, man. Like, Canada, for as long as I've been alive, has been very down in their soccer ability for as long as, like, literally as long as I can remember. And now seeing a team like this that can actually compete and beat the States like they did in the second last meeting against them, I think it speaks volumes. You and I agree on many things except a Man City fan since the 70s. Man City fan since the 70s. You can say you were there before the money came in. So, you know, I respect that. I cannot show the game, I don't believe, but Canada versus Mexico. My aunt lives in Mexico. My aunt actually is gave up her Canadian nationality. She's a Mexican. She's a Mexican now. She lives there and has a bar there. So, as a Canadian American, I am proudly say we won 2-0 over the States. Is one of the proudest moments of my life. Yeah, that was very, very cool, man. That was very cool. It's very surprising, in my opinion, that we were able to pull that off. I really didn't think that we were going to be able to. But then they obviously came back and beat us out the second game. But it was very cool. Simon's here. Are Canada qualified for the World Cup? They're not. This is the qualification stage right now. They are competing for a spot in the World Cup 2022, which they have a fair shake at getting. They are heavy favorites in their group. They should be able to top the group and see where they can go from there. Do you play Football Manager? I do not. I do not. I've been told to play it a lot, but I do not play it. What about FC St. Pauli? I don't know too much about them. Go Habs, go. Where are you from? I am Canadian. I guess, believe it or not. I'm hoping you can, because we're doing a game now on the Canadian national team. Canada is favorite to pass. Yeah. Yep, I agree. I'm a Marseille fan. Very cool, very cool. I am becoming a Lille fan, as you guys probably can relate to, given the fact that our boy Jonathan David is playing there. It does suck that he's not playing today. I am pretty bummed about that, just because I really thought that it would have been a cool opportunity to watch him play again. He's got an unbelievable goal scoring record for our country, and he probably would have taken those chances that Cavallini has not been taken today. I'm showing the game in the JJD Discord. All right. Well, if you guys want to join our Discord, you know where to go. Bayern versus BVB, not rivals again. Our new rivals are Leipzig. Is Jamaica better than Canada? It's hard to tell, man. Like I said, this Canadian team has not played together for a long, long time. It is very exciting to see them come together like this. So it's hard to know exactly where they're going to go and what that Jamaican team looks like. And like I said, a lot of the Concacaf teams are starting to bring different players from around the world. We just, for example, have a couple Portuguese players who have now declared that they're playing for Canada. Just like the Jamaican players have been recruiting some English players. Casey Palmer, Lowe, Michel Antonio. So the Jamaican team's very good too, but they'll be, in my opinion, one of our biggest challengers for that World Cup squad. Poor little effort there by our boy. How many North Americans can join the World Cup? I believe 4. I believe 4. Yeah. 4 nations, I believe, will represent the CONCACAF. It might be 5, because you might be able to have a play-in. I don't remember. I'll have to take a look. And Simon says he thinks 4 or 5. I can't remember exactly. 4 for sure. Potentially 5. Marseille Stadium is very nice. Yes, it is, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful stadium. 4 years ago, Canada was stomped by Jamaica. They were, man, but it's incredible to see some of the talent that we're getting. We're doing the right kind of recruitment. I think it's incredible. I was told by my tactical manager, who's a buddy, he said I should be doing a series called Canada Men's National Team Players Abroad, where each week I would basically review our Canadian players and let you guys know what their weeks look like. And yeah, so I don't know if you guys wanted to see something like that, but potentially, it is cool. It is cool seeing some of these players. Nice little ball. Got a corner. Does Canada have a football soccer league, or do they play in the MLS? A little bit of both. We have 3 clubs that play in the MLS. Toronto FC, which is my club, as well as Montreal and Vancouver. But we do have a Canadian Premier League. It's very, very new. It's in the very early stages. I've been to a good chunk of games. Like I said, I live very close to Hamilton, so I've been to a bunch of Forge FC games. You guys might have seen me rock my Forge FC hat from time to time here on the channel, but Canadians won't survive the Middle Eastern heat. It's going to be hot, man, at that World Cup. Hutchinson has impressed me today, man. How do I join the Discord? It is pinned. If you guys want to join the Discord, we got some very, very good viewers here that are showing the game there, so you know. Canada and Jamaica have similar talent, but Jamaica plays together more often. And that's something that I would love to see the Canadian men's national team get on board with, man. The States, Jamaica, Mexico, these countries play all the time. All the time. And they should start doing these kind of things like the States have been doing. Nice little, it's a good little look there by Cavallini, good save. They should be, for example, if you have all your players who are in Europe, get those Canadian players together in Europe and have a friendly against Ireland, for example. And then your MLS players, your players in North America, Mexico, have them come together and have them take on Jamaica, the States. Get more games, get more minutes, get more chemistry. It's been a huge challenge for the Canada men's national team, and I'm just so happy I'm here with you guys being able to discuss some of it, and some of it interest. It's incredible. But we're coming into halftime now. The 3 minutes have been played. Davies is coming up for one more for Kyle Lauren. And there it is, boys. 2-0. 2-0 after 45. Let's get some chatting going here. Bayern fan. Kyle Lauren, 30 million. I would take Kyle Lauren in a heartbeat. Josh, do the Romania versus Germany on Sunday, please. Originally, that's what we were going to do. But now, after we purchased onesoccer and we're seeing some of the love and support from our fellow Canadians, I'm probably going to do the Canada Watchalong again. Yeah, I'm torn. I support onesoccer and Media Pro is doing the CPL, but I agree we need more exposure to major networks and things like that. I agree, man. I agree. If we want this sport to grow the way that it should be and the way that it's growing in the States, we need to give all access packs to everyone. But like I said, I mean, it's $75 for the year. And I think that the first thing that turned me on right away from when I went on to onesoccer is the fact that they're offering the Lille game. I thought that is an incredible little initiative. People want to watch Lille because of Jonathan David. I want to watch Lille because of Jonathan David. So the fact that they added that to this is, for me, incredible. 3 go directly to the playoffs, and the 4th one of... Okay. So 3 go automatically. Green Dog helped us out there. So yeah, guys, head over to the Discord. Yusuf is an absolute G. Helped us out there. Big up, Bermuda fans. Yeah. My man is showing it illegal, but still love ya. Is Alfonso playing as a defender or as a winger? He's playing as a left midfielder. We're playing as a 4-4-2. Hoylett's out on the right mid. Davies is playing as a left. And then Lauren is a striker alongside Cavallini up front. It looks good, man. Like I said, Herdman liked playing with these 3-5-2, which was an ugly formation. Davies used to kind of play centrally. I think this looks a lot more natural. I think he looks so much better out there, man. You have to put him up the pitch. Do you know Marseille? Yes, I do. I follow a lot of different leagues from across the world. Marseille just got a new manager, Jorge Sampaoli, and he is doing relatively well in his first little starts there at Marseille. Yeah, we do got some Turkish fans here, man. I love it. I love the support for Kyle Lauren and Atiba Hutchinson. When I saw that there was a hockey game today, I knew the game wouldn't be on TV. Yeah, it needs to be addressed. It should be on like TSN. It should be on all kinds of different abilities to be able to see this game. But all in all, I don't know. I guess onesoccer is kind of DAZN kind of put that precedence in there. But what do you guys think of the game so far? Have you guys been impressed with the national team? It's been a long time coming. Keeping an eye on this squad, man. It's been a long time coming, and I'm very excited to see the way that the boys are playing. We've dominated this game. It's cool to see some of the passion through these players. They're excited to play together. They know that they have a talented squad here, and they were by far the better team. Canada's goals look sick. They were well worked, but like I said, man, the Bermuda back line was honestly pretty atrocious. They were walked through pretty easily. It didn't take much. The speed of Alfonso Davies ran that back line down. Ricardo says, cheers from Mexico. What's going on, my friend? Cheers from Mexico. Cheers from Canada. Love your passion for Canadian football. We need more of this. That is cool, man. And I didn't even know that this was gonna happen. To be honest, man, I didn't know that this stream was gonna be like this, and I'm very excited to find a lot other Canadian fans from across Canada, man. So very excited to see your guys' opinion. But let's get some of your guys' thoughts on here. I'll read them out. So give me a takeaway. Give me something that you looked at that first half and you want me to touch on. What do you think of Chelsea? Chelsea's my Premier League's team. I like them. I think that Thomas Tuchel has completely turned that team around. Frank Lampard has got a big passion in my heart, though, because my first ever jersey was given to me from my old soccer coach, and it was a Frank Lampard jersey, so I felt bad from him, but they're playing incredible right now. How does the bracket work? Like, how will Canada get in the World Cup? All right, you guys want to hear a little breakdown about how Canada will qualify for the World Cup? So if you take a look at the qualification for the Concacaf, you have different, I'm just trying to pull it up here for you guys. You have different groups. For example, we have 5 groups in our five nations in our group. Top team of that group, of each one of these separate groups, will then go to a final group. So for example, I wish I could bring it up, but it's not giving me. Let's see if this brings it up. All right, that's ugly. It's an ugly view. I'll try to pull it up here so I can have a better look at it. But basically, this is the qualifying group that Canada's in. If they win this group, they then go to the final qualification where they do a round robin, and then the top 3 get the automatic qualification, and then the 4th place team does a play-in. So we need to win this group to get moved on to the next qualifying process, and then after we do a home and home, we have to get top 3 for automatic qualification, and then hopefully we will do that. Atiba Hutchinson and Kyle Lyon equal Canada. That's beautiful, man. How old are you? I am 24 years old, and I'm watching it from One Soccer. Apparently, I'm the new spokesperson here at One Soccer, doc. Are you using live stream, or were you watching it? It's a paid service. But if you guys join our Discord, the game is in there, so maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. I don't know. But click on the Discord. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Davies tears down Barca, PSG, Bermuda is a stroll in the park. It is. And you can see the quality. And that's what I'm talking about our national team looking different, man. Over the last week, I was getting myself stoked for this game. Just because I was taking a look at some of the players from across Canada, seeing some of the talent we have out there, seeing them do some incredible things week in, week out. And I'm looking at this World Cup in 2022, and it's firing me right up. I think that there's a chance. There's a big chance that we can qualify for it. And seeing someone like Alphonso Davies come in your room, and how would you feel as a Canadian? You see this player who at 20 years old won the biggest club competition you could possibly win in the Champions League. He himself is turning Canada. I remember TSN when he won the Champions League. It was all you could ever see. It was very cool, man. It was very, very cool. I love seeing the growth here in Canada, and I'm so excited that we have some support from hopefully a lot of new Canadian fans here. This is 500 IQ move to promote the JJD Discord. Also, Josh, you should add the Discord in your tab channel. We should. Yusuf, my guy. Producer T did. He took your advice, Yusuf. Big up. Kyle Lyon or David, which one is better? Hard to decide, but the thing I'm liking about Kyle Lyon, guys, if you guys don't know or you don't follow Besiktas, is that Kyle Lyon is, in my opinion, was an out-and-out striker. He played as a number 9. He plays a number 9 very well. You look at his body, he's strong, he's good in the air, good finisher. He looks like your typical number 9. He doesn't play a number 9 position for Besiktas. He plays out at either the left mid or a right mid in a 4-1-4-1 formation. So that gives versatility to this team. So when I was talking about either playing a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2, it didn't really matter because we could have easily changed the shape on both. For example, you could have had Cavallini as your striker, then Lauren can play it on one of the wings alongside David with Davies in the middle, or you did what happened is you played Lauren up front beside Cavallini in a 4-4-2 with Hoylett out on the right, and of course, Davies out on the left. Who Canada likely play? Haiti? Wes. I need a little bit more context behind that. I don't know what you mean. If you're talking about the U23s for the Olympic qualification, then no, we'll be playing either Mexico or the United States. If you're talking about in World Cup qualification, we don't know. It'll depend on who we play. One team from these separate groups right now will qualify to the final qualification stage. Josh should have some of the Canadian fans roll in. Apparently. Davies got 1 assist. Bro, Davies is 20. That's what I said. I think I meant to say it. Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay. There's some confusion. So I'm 24, but yes, I meant to say, or I thought I said, Davies is 20. Hey JJD, what do you say about Kyle Larin? Can he become a great player with this potential? Kyle Larin's a different looking player, only because he's 25, so it's kind of hard to rate what he could become. Because 25, in my opinion, is kind of right in your prime. So I mean, I see him getting better, and I could definitely see a club looking to bring him into one of the top 5 leagues around the world. But he's absolutely killing it at Besiktas, and it's incredible to see, especially for us Canadian fans out there. So I could definitely see him, if he wants to probably take his game to the next level, he should maybe move to, I think Ligue 1 would be a good place for him, in my opinion. Potentially the Bundesliga. Man of the match, Davies or Larin? So far, I mean, Davies looks he was cut from another cloth, man. He really does. He's quicker. His soccer IQ is incredible. And you get that. When you play with Bayern Munich week in, week out, you're going to get that IQ that is just going to help the players around you. And he's definitely doing that. I don't know, Taylor, you want to do the U23 game? Do you have to be in bed at a certain time?
Yeah, I've got my bedtime.
You got a bedtime?
No.
We can do the U23 game, boys. If you guys want to see that, I mean, I love seeing the support here, and it is a big game. Depending on what we do in the U23 game, if we beat Honduras, decides whether we play the States or we play Mexico. So if we play the States, we got to take on Tactical Manager. Does he message us? Is he coming on?
He's on his way home.
Tactical Manager's on his way home. Are you doing the Canada versus U23 game? You're damn right. I spent $75 for one soccer. I will be doing both games. And the game on Sunday. Because we're finding that we have some support from across Canada, and I love to see it. I literally realized that FIFA qualifiers were going on just an hour ago. Well, welcome, my man. Welcome. It is good to see. And like I said, if I could pull up, I'm going to try to pull up the Concacaf World Cup. Just so I could give you guys a little bit of a background, because I'm just going off of memory. But, okay, there we go. I think these are the tables. Thank you. Okay. So this is the way that the qualifying works for the CONCACAF. There currently is A, B, C, D, E, F. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 different groups going on right now. We're in Group B. And the winners of each group then go to a 6-man mini home-and-home tournament. So for example, I'm going to give you my predictions, I guess, live right now. So let's say from Group A, El Salvador, Canada from Group B, Guatemala, I guess, from Group C, Panama from Group D, Haiti from Group E, and Trinidad and Tobago would then join Mexico, United States, and Costa Rica, maybe and Jamaica as well. And then they do another elimination from there. So there's Costa Rica, Honduras, Jamaica, Mexico, and the United States in the final round. And then there needs to be a few more clubs qualifying from this round, which I'm assuming Canada should be one of them. And then that should give us a good shot, which 4 of those clubs will then qualify for the World Cups. They do it differently in the CONCACAF, man. What part of Canada are you from? I am in Ontario, near London, Woodstock Way, if any of you guys have any idea about that. Did you see that Spain bottled the game against Greece? I did not check any of the games today. I should have taken a look at some of those. I'm not Turkish, but I know a little Turkish. That's impressive. Like I said, I do not speak any other language. What do you think of Borjan? Does he have any competition? He does, in my opinion, man. I think Dane St. Clair is going to be a one for the future. I think he's a fantastic keeper playing for Minnesota United. I think he's going to be the keeper of the future, but for right now, Borjan is definitely the keeper to go with. He's been Canada's for a while now. He knows this team in and out. He's a good leader from the back. I'm happy. I'm happy with the look of the squad right now, man. And we should be getting going here in the second half. 8 countries for the final round. Good. I'm getting some help here because honestly, I just was going off of memory of what it is. So that means 3 clubs then will qualify from the first round into the final round, and they will be joined by the 5 countries I messaged. Which channel is the match on? It is on onesoccer. 8 countries in the final round. Top 3 go to the World Cup. 4th will go to the Confederational Playoffs. What uni did you go to? Conestoga College, boys. If any of you guys know where that is. I played on their soccer team there as well. We were crap. Our indoor team was unreal. Our indoor team was incredible. So weird. We were top 3 of Ontario, but our outdoor team might as well have folded, man. It's an exaggeration. For example, we went 2-8 both years I played in college, and then our indoor team won regionals both years and got 3rd in Ontario. What do you think the score of the Cayman Islands game will be? Oh man, I don't know anything about the Cayman Islands, man, but I think they're ranked. Let's take a look. So Bermuda is ranked in the world right now. I think there was 170th, 170 something. I'm gonna guess probably 5-0. The second half's getting back underway here in Orlando. How is Fonzie doing? Incredible, man. He's in a match like this. You can tell he plays week in, week out for the reigning world champions. He's a dominant player, and it's amazing to see, man. I love seeing it. It looks so good. Kyle Larin looks really good. Arguably the worst player on the pitch was Cavallini. Sorry, my man. I was talking to you before the game because he's got a great goal scoring record for the Canada's national team, but unfortunately he missed 2 or 3 sitters today. If Canada goes to the World Cup, will Atiba be there? In 2022, absolutely. Obviously not in 2026, considering the man is 37. Let's go, George. My country has had a good start to qualifiers. There you go, Samuel. There you go. Is Kyle Larin one of your best players? Yes. If I'm looking at this Canada team right now, I'm keeping a special eye on Davies. I mean, obviously David, if he was here. And a lot of you guys are forgetting Scott Arnfield, who is an incredible player, having a great season with the Rangers. They won that's a tough challenge there, though. So Scott Arnfield's not even in the starting 11. But yeah, Fonzie's doing great. I thought it was 6 countries. I'm gonna have to take a look at it again, man, to be completely honest. But I know that there's 5 teams in the Concacaf right now that are waiting in the final round. And I've been told from our chat that 3 from the preliminary round will join them. Larin improved himself at Besiktas. Amazing with our legend, Captain Atiba. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's incredible seeing the way that Kyle Larin actually had a poor start to his Besiktas career. He went on loan to the Belgium League. Didn't do overly well, didn't do too bad there. And then came back and out of nowhere was a completely different player. So I give him huge kudos. I love watching him week in, week out, seeing how he's doing at Besiktas. And like I said, they're a fun team to watch, man. Him and Kudu, they're killing it over in their top of the table. Why is so many soccer teams named Real, FC, Sporting, City, or United? I hate rebranding Montreal Impact. It sounds like, well, that's, yeah, a Euro wannabe. Yeah, and I wanted to know what a lot of the Montreal supporters would think, because, I mean, I didn't think it was a necessary rebrand. I don't know exactly why they did it. It did kind of, to me, look like it would be a little bit more Europeanized, I guess. I don't really know. But I haven't heard a lot of good things about it. I think Canada's the strongest team in North America, right? Wrong. That's definitely... Oh, there's a good chance. Oh, Kyle wants that hat trick. He wants that hat trick. But no, Canada's not the strongest team in North America. Probably Mexico is. Then followed by the States. And then, in my opinion, man, it's close. Looking at this team and some of the players that we have, we can compete with Jamaica. We can compete with Costa Rica and Honduras. So I arguably would say that we are in the top, hopefully 3. But it's going to be close. That Jamaican team's getting better. They're recruiting more. As are we. Only time will tell, man. It's interesting. It's interesting to follow. I think the Canadian team is good, but the final round, it's going to be tough. Jamaica, US, Mexico is going to be rough. It will be. It will be. I totally agree, man. And it's crazy to think a few years ago the United States didn't qualify for the World Cup. That's absolutely incredible. I lived down in Kitchener, right by Conestoga. It's a bar we used to go to. Remember the Stampede Corral? Remember Stamp? Mark, I don't know if you ever went to that one. That was our bar. Hasn't been a thing for years. It's a nice ball there. Cavallini, man. Does not want to score today. What's Ontario's best college team now? Humber by far. When I used to play Humber, man, we would get wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. I used to play as a winger. I was complete wing back. It was pretty much a 10-and-1 formation we were playing when we played Humber. But like I said, indoor, man, we beat Humber. Our indoor team was incredible. Cayman Islands sounds like caveman. The logic. Oh, little set piece play. Shouting for a handball. I'd like to see a penalty. Who do you guys think would take our penalty? If one happened. I'm saying Kyle Lauren would take it. Josh, I think it'd be cool if Canada played the US in the knockout stage. I do too. And Tactical Manager would invite me on his channel. And it'd be cool because the winner of that game, I'm assuming you're talking about the U23s, the winner of that game would represent their country at the Olympics, which would be so cool. We're going to maybe do a video about the Olympic squad because a lot of people don't know exactly how it works. Dominican Republic won. It would be fun to get an interview with Royce. It would be. We've had an interview with Omayella, Paul Lambert. We're having Stephen Cadwell, the assistant coach of Canada, on the channel. So yeah, so if you guys are new around here and you want to subscribe and drop a like for our national team and finding some other Canadian fans across, hopefully Canada and maybe the world, I'd appreciate the like and let me know if you are a new subscriber. That's a nice little cut there. Look at Davies, man. He looks so good. So much more fun cheering him on instead of watching him torment my Dortmund boys. Canada is the best team in all of the world. Okay. I like it. It's a bit like Juventus. They tried to make it a modern approach with the people, but personally, I like the Montreal Impact was a gong show. I think that's a good way. I think that's a good way to say it, my man. As I'm on, I was on the fence. That's an awful effort there, but it was worth a shot, I guess. I'm on the fence about the rebrand, but it's growing on me. I like the logo and the European name. Give a percentage chance that Canada makes the World Cup. 50-50, man. I really think so. Like I said, looking at this squad, I think it's going to be crucial for the Canadian men's national team to start playing as many games as they can. As many games as they possibly can, because it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that it took this long to get another game in. If they want to keep growing as a team, they have the talent to do so. They need to set up camps. If with COVID is going to be a pain in the ass, have your camp set up for your European-based players, and then, like I said, take on a team in Europe. Have your MLS, your CPL, your Mexican league players, have that camp here, and then have them play Mexico, have them play Dominican, Cuba. They need to start doing stuff like that. It'll get a lot more games in. It'll build chemistry. It'll be great to see. Did Cavallini break a mirror or something? Terrible luck. Yeah, I was talking Cavallini up before the game, man. He has a fantastic goal-scoring record. He looks so good usually for Canada, and I don't know what's going on with him today. Hey, answers to my question. What does Atiba Hutchinson mean to your... that's a great question. What does Atiba Hutchinson mean to Canadians? For Besiktas fans, he's everything and a legend. That is so cool to hear. That is so cool to hear. He has been in Besiktas, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe since 2009. And that's cool to hear that he's a club legend at Besiktas. He's won pretty much everything there is to win for them. He's a leader. He's a gentleman. He's a great guy. He was my first Canadian I really followed. So I'm 24 now. I've been following. That's a nice ball there. I've been following. Hey, Richie! Little Toronto FC lad. There we go. Look at that. Look at the smile on the boys. That's a good celebration. Wow. But yeah, he means everything to me. I've been following the Canadians men's national team as long as I can remember. Since I started playing FIFA in 2006. And Atiba was the boy. He was the man. He didn't play for Besiktas back then, but he was one of the only, like, highly rated, like, FIFA ratings you could find. So, yeah, an absolutely incredible player. How was Fanshaw's team? I'm going there in September. They were better than Conestoga's at outdoor, but they were not better at indoor. I love Kyle Larn. I do as well. It was a nice little finish, though, by our right back. Good man. In your opinion, give me the 5 best teams in the rejoin. In the rejoin? What? You mean region? In the Concacaf? Maybe. I'm going to presume if you didn't mean Concacaf, you can ask it again. If you meant Concacaf, it's Mexico, States, Canada, Jamaica, Costa Rica. New sub. Thank you, my man. I appreciate the new sub. Anyone who has been a new sub, let me know. It definitely means a lot. I love finding our Canadian fans here. Very cool to see. Kevin as well, another sub. Good call, Yusuf. Josh, we need a Canada fans Discord role. That don't follow the Bundesliga. We can create a new Discord if you guys want. We're finding a little bit of love here. I love it. If David played, would it have been 6-0? I agree. I agree 100%. I mean, Cavallini hasn't had a ton of minutes in a while due to the MLS not being on, so I mean, he's clearly a little bit rusty. If he had Jonathan David in, man, he'd be on fire. 50-50, that's ambitious. You think? What do you guys think Canada's chances of making the World Cup is? And if you want to think 50-50 is crazy, just think the fact that the States didn't qualify. Last World Cup, the States did not qualify. Panama did. And I think that this Canada team is a 10 times better team than that Panama squad was. Do you think that if we make the Olympics that we will send the best of our U23s with the Gold Cup and Euros pressing? It's a great question, man. That's actually a great question. And I don't know. I don't know what they would prioritize. I think the Olympics does mean a lot to Canada. Oh my God, Bellini, man. Refuses to put the ball in the back of the net. But, Cavallini should have 5 goals today. But yeah, I don't know. I think that since we don't usually do that well at the Olympics anyways, like the Summer Olympics, Winter Olympics is more our thing, I don't think they would send a stacked team. So no. I assume that Canada will play in the 2026 at host. If so, minimum how many games? Yes, they're automatic, they're co-hosts. So Canada, United States, and Mexico will all qualify for the World Cup in 2026. So they'll be guaranteed 3 games, 3 group stage games. I am new, but I like your channel. I was like Canadian and Jamaican, very interesting on the final round. Well, welcome, my guy. We're getting a lot of new viewers here. Everyone's putting question marks for Kyle Larn. Kyle Larn did not score the 3rd goal. Our boy Richie did. Richie Laria from Toronto FC. Richie Laria on left wing position is a nice goal. Yes, it was. I am a little bit behind in the comments. I'm sorry. So if I don't answer one of your questions you wanted answered, you can just ask it again. I've been watching the men's team since 1971, and Herdman is the worst coach ever. Elaborate, my man. Rio? Oh, that's a interesting little... Oh, did he give it to... I don't know who's going to take this. I think Davies is probably going to take this, because why wouldn't he? Kyle Larn hat-trick. But yeah, give me elaboration on your thoughts on Herdman. Cavallini is not the same since he left the Mexican League. No, he's not. You shouldn't be proud of Leafs beating Sens, LOL. Shouldn't... Are the Sens winning? Or no? Or did it... We have producer T who's behind the scenes right now, which you guys probably aren't familiar with. But yes, he's a Leafs fan. I am not.
Leafs are up 2-1, 9 minutes left in the 3rd.
My boys are poor. Thoughts on Moise Keane? incredible player since he left Everton, finding form again in PSG. But we got a free kick here, boys. Free kick coming from Alphonso Davies. I would love to see him. Oh, it was a good look. He was gonna trick the keeper. Go the other way. Did not work out, but 2026 will be huge. Many more teams will be involved, correct? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but there's definitely they're looking to rebrand a few different competitions. The Champions League's one, the World Cup. They want to improve as many competitions as they can to get as many clubs. So there's a potential. There's a potential that there could be a lot more teams involved in the 2026 World Cup. I don't know exactly how it'll work, to be honest. But we will see. We will see. The U.S. and Mexico are locks after they blew it in Haiti. The Gold Cup, they've been beating Costa Rica. Jamaica will be hard. I agree, man. And that's why I said 50-50. I agree with that statement. The U.S. and Mexico are definitely, in my opinion, locks for the qualification for the World Cup. And then it comes down to those three teams: Costa Rica, Jamaica, and Canada. Go Sens, go. Alex, are you a Sens fan? Because you can join me in misery. Canada should have kept the Ecuadorian coach. Herdman has never coached a men's national team in his life. He's never played soccer. He can't juggle a ball. He has had some success with the women's teams. He coached New Zealand, followed by obviously the Canadian women's team. That's a nice finish there by Richie. But he also had an experience in Sunderland's academy. So honestly, I agree that he didn't have in my opinion, what it took to be able to get this job. But they gave it to him. He speaks the language, which is a big thing. And I think the disappointment of not getting knocked out to Haiti was bitter, man. But I think my opinion won't be decided until we see what he does in this qualification. Because if he pulls out a qualification, man, I'm backing him 100%. But I think he has done some good things. But yeah, it's hard to tell. 48 teams in 2026. That's wild. Hot take. World Cup format should be group stage followed by full reseeding, then a round of 32, and then the rest of the tournament unfolding as usual. Are you saying with 48 teams? Because I'm assuming like you're saying 48 teams and then the top 32 make it to a round of 32. Otherwise, if there's no point of the group stage if there's just 32 teams and then everyone makes it. But am I the only one that doesn't like FIFA changing formats for Champions League or World Cups? Nope, I'm 100% with you, man. I'm a traditionalist. I don't want to see the World Cup get reformatted. I don't want to see the Champions League get reformatted. I like the competition as it is. You got to realize bringing in more teams will include more games. There's already such a compact schedule on so many players around the world. It's hard to be able to fit in another entire competition. I don't like it. I don't rate it. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't want to see the Champions League. And it takes away. Like, if it ups the teams to 48, then Canada should be a shoo-in for the Concacaf. It kind of takes away that pedigree of qualifying for a tournament that's so well known as it is. Ottawa scored now. Thank you guys for keeping me updated. You can't tell, but there's a Danny Heatley little framed card in the back that I'm very proud of. He was my first real favorite hockey player. We should have beaten the States in the second game, but Herdman played 3 at the back. Yeah, and that's why I'm surprised, man. Like, I hated Herdman's, and I agree with that. I hated Herdman's 3 at the back formation. It looked ugly. It didn't play well. Davies did not, in my opinion, shine in that central position. He didn't get utilized the way he wanted to. Hoylett hit him. Oh, it's an awful ball. Awful ball by Junior. But, yeah, and like I said, when I'm looking at our weakest position on this squad, it's our center backs. There's no question about it. So why are we sticking 3 in there and trying to force this awkward 3-5-2 with Davies playing as a centrally? Oh! It's a poor goal to concede by Borjan. That is a poor goal. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake there. But yeah, I like the look of this squad a lot more when it's playing as a 4-4-2. 2 center backs in, have Davies out on the left mid. It's a perfect position for him. A little bit of defensive responsibility, but pretty much able to do what he wants. But that was an awful goal to give up. That is an easy, easy ball. Oh, my man. What are you doing? What are you doing? That is such a soft cross. Soft cross. And Borjan just could not handle it. It's a poor goal to give up. Very poor goal to give up. Yeah. I remember when Canada played in the World Cup in 1986 in Mexico. What a beautiful memory, man. I'm hoping to see them play in a World Cup in my lifetime. Do you think Davies as a Champions League winner gives Canada a big confidence boost? 100%. I think it speaks volumes. There is no other team in Concacaf right now that is going to walk into their national team and see someone who's won a Champions League. So, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. But it's a huge pedigree, man. You have someone who's playing at the highest level for the defending champions, who knows what it takes to win, and is going to bring that mentality at such a young age and help these boys grow. And as well as Atiba Hutchinson. He's a huge motivator. I love seeing him rock that armband. He's a real leader in that dressing room. He's been around for a long time, and he's still got it. He still looks so good out there. Plus, we got younger talent, too, coming up. And Kyle Larin finding his own way. We need to get Jonathan David in this squad, clearly. Sorry, Cavallini, my man. How are you watching the match? If you guys haven't heard, I'm now a sponsorship with onesoccer, and that's all I talk about through this watch along. But onesoccer is how I had to make the investment. But hey, we got to watch the U23 game. We got to watch the game against the Cayman Islands, and I will be watching Lille play from now on. So, you know, that's cool. Go Jets, go. Honduras will beat Canada, guys. I would like to see Canada win, so they top the group, and then they take on the States, because I think the States have got a much weaker team. But we're going to bring on Tactical Manager. We're going to bring on a buddy of mine who is a big U.S. men's national teams fan, man. And I'm very excited to get him on here. Can Craig Forrest come out of retirement? I haven't heard Craig Forrest's name mentioned in a long time, man. I used to listen to him talk all the time. Very cool. Keylor Navas won the Champions League. Yep, and there you go. Core, thank you. Yeah. You got me. That is very true. Keylor Navas has won a few. There's not many then. Let me rephrase that. There's not many who has won a Champions League. But Keylor Navas, that's a good shout. You were absolutely right, Core. Who is here hyped for the Whitecaps, Impact, and Toronto FC for the start of next season? You better believe it, boys. I'm going to maybe do a watch-along for the season opener for the Montreal and Toronto game. We'll see. But, yeah, I mean, I honestly, like, I was so excited for this specific game. I was dying to know what this team was going to look like, what it was going to match up against. There is still some rust in the boots. We clearly need Jonathan David in here. This game should have been probably six or seven goals by now. That's a nice ball. That's a beautiful ball. Oh, that would have been a beautiful finish. What a back heel by Richie. That would have been an incredible little goal there by Junior Hoylett. But, yeah, I love that. Love the look at that. Richie's going up the pitch. Norway beat Honduras 11-0. Well, Canada will be at the 2026 World Cup at least, and that's very exciting. It is, man, but the 2022 World Cup is literally in a year. Man, it would be insane to see Canada. It gives me goosebumps just to picture the boys coming and qualifying for, I don't know. It would be interesting to see players, and a veteran. Yeah, absolutely, man. Oh, that's a nice little ball. Oh, that's a foul. Surely. Look at all Davies. No. But yeah, there's two huge players that you did put a good shout on a few of the other ones as well. But there is some good players that are not in this. Two of the main ones come to mind. That's Scott Arnfield, who's playing for the Rangers, having a sensational season for the new Scottish champions. So a big shout out to him. And of course, Jonathan David, man. And Jonathan David is something special. And I'm buzzing that I can watch Lille play from now on. What are the chances Canada qualifies? I mean, I said 50-50. Maybe I'm a little bit biased. But I said 50-50 because, like, I think the States and Mexico are locks. But I think Jamaica, Costa Rica, and Canada are all pretty equal. We're going to need a striker. We're going to need Jonathan David playing for sure. Borjan's going to have to figure out how to catch a ball. Unreal move there. The goalie was looking much better. Yeah. That would have been a beautiful goal. Thoughts on McKinney? I'm a Juve fan. I love him so much, but I'm scared to play against him. I'm a huge fan of Weston McKinney, man. He's a great young talent for the U.S. I think he's arguably the U.S.'s probably hottest prospect talent, I guess, right now. I mean, you got Gio Reyna and you also have Pulisic, who are two big talents, but right now, Weston McKinney's the only one doing it week in, week out. So I'm a little scared against him as well. Oh, there we go. Come on, Davies, hit it. Oh, that's the hat trick. Kyle Lauren, who called it? Where's our man in the chat? The goalie's absolutely livid. 4-1. That was perfect. Hat trick from Kyle Lauren. He's the man I said to keep an eye out for. It was all caused from the speed of Davies, though. It's been a fun game to watch the boys get in. Look at that. You can see Davies keep his head up. He took it out of the corner of his eye. He knew exactly where Kyle Lauren was. And he wasn't going to be selfish. He was going to take it on, pass it right into a hat-trick performance from Kyle Lauren. The man who's in one of the best form of his life comes here and bangs home a hat-trick today. Tactical manager here? Not yet. Filippo, 3-1. I don't think it's necessarily locked for the U.S. and Mexico. I think these teams are getting stronger. Remember what happened to the U.S. and the cycle at no team. Yep, that's a great point, man. You shouldn't say that teams are locked. Cavallini's getting taken off. That was a tough go for him, man. It was a tough go for him. Oh, we got a young prodigy coming on. We got young Miller coming on. Millar, I'm pronouncing it correctly. If Canada had a quality coach, they would have been great. Herdman is horrible. He should stick with the girls. Well, we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see what he can do. This will be a huge test for Herdman. It is. It's in my opinion, like I said, he wouldn't have been my first candidate either. I remember thinking the reason I thought it was so weird is seeing the formation he was playing, the tactics he was using. They didn't fit this type of football, this squad. I did not like the look of that team that we got knocked out against Haiti. I didn't like the setup. I was very harsh on it, very critical, but this team looks better, and he's playing the teams in the positions that they should be playing in. This was a very dominant game for the boys, as it should be, but there's going to be some tests. But yeah, boys, if you are new around here and you want to subscribe to the channel, let me know if you did and if you're a new subscriber. We've gained a lot of new ones today. Love seeing our fellow Canadians cheering on the boys as we see Kyle Lauren put up a hat trick. Very nice to see. Hat trick of assists for Davies too. Yeah, he's been incredible, man. My son used to play center back against Lauren when they played in Mississauga high schools. Damn. How was he back then? Tell me what a young Kyle Lauren looked like. Because he's incredible. He's incredible talent. What are the chances that the Olympic team has? I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's hard. I think that U.S. team and that Canada team are pretty similar. And I think, in my opinion, I think we're going to beat Honduras tonight. And I think we're going to take on the States. But that's my opinion. I think it's a pretty similar little 50-50 effort there. But yeah, there's a lot of Besiktas fans here, which I love. I love hearing all the positivity around Atiba Hutchinson, because I think he's such a class talent. He's such a good guy, and it seems like he's got very well thought of by Besiktas. Kyle Lauren should be as well, given how well he's playing. But look at Davies, man. He's so good on the ball. His IQ, his movement, it's just too hard for some of these Bermuda players. Junior Hoylett, a mile wide. Do you know that Sinclair has the most international goals of any footballer, boy or girl? I did see it. Roman's heading out, says he's got to go. Channel member here, Roman, take care, my man. Canada should normally have 7-8 goals now. Cavallini and Davies have missed so many chances, but Lauren takes his chances. Well, that's a big thing about being a huge in-form player right now. So Cavallini is not playing week in, week out. The MLS has not started back up. So it does make sense that a player that is relatively not playing isn't going to come back in here and be razor sharp. Kyle Lauren is in the form of his life playing at Besiktas. This man should be putting the ball in the back of the net which he has today. It's great to see. I just thought, though, given some of the chances that Cavallini had, there is no excuses. There's no reason he should have been subbed off without a goal today. But like I said, if that was Jonathan David, this game would have been dead and buried a while ago. The Ecuadorian coach was manager of Real Madrid. Herdman was manager of girls soccer. Well, I think Herdman is a great mentor and is good at recruiting, though. Like I said, guys, I have my opinions on Herdman. I think that he's done some good things. I think he's done some questionable things. I think this is his biggest task, to see what he can do here. And we'll be interviewing his assistant coach, guys. We'll be having Stephen Cadwell, TSN analyst, here on the channel. So we'll be able to ask him some pretty cool questions about the squad. And I'm very, very much looking forward to that. The last match of Mexico versus Canada, the Canada team did do great. Mexico won with a little luck. Yeah, the Mexican team is very talented. But here comes Davies again with an incredible amount of space. Ooh, dragged it just wide. Thoughts on teams potentially boycotting the Qatar World Cup? I think it would be a shame. I think just given the way that some of the decisions were made led up to the World Cup would be understandable. But yeah, I don't know, man. I hope it happens. I would never want to see a tournament like that get boycotted, but we'll have to wait and see. What's your predictions on the Concacaf qualifier winners? I'll have to go back into the table here. So my predictions are for Group A, I'm going to say El Salvador, Group B, Canada, Group C, Cuba, Group D, Panama, Group E, Haiti, Group F, Trinidad and Tobago. My parents have went there. Fun fact, my parents went to every single country I just listed. They like to travel. Atiba and Lauren, Besiktas players. Yes, they are, man. And it's why I'm a Besiktas supporter from like the Turkish league. They're my Turkish club. Canada U23 is not gonna beat 3-0 to play in the semifinals. What's your prediction for Toronto FC versus... Oh, I don't know, man. It's hard when MLS clubs don't have good records really against Liga Mexi clubs. They really don't. But I like the Toronto squad. I'm gonna give it to Toronto, man. I'm rocking their kit. Absolutely, we're gonna give it to Toronto. Thoughts on Greenland becoming a future CONCACAF team once they get eligibility? I did not hear about that. I don't know if you're playing with me or not, but yeah, more the merrier, I guess. Nick Scott. Filippo's here, my man. What do I need to do? Toss that in? Alright. Alright, guys. We are bringing in Filippo from Tactical Manager TV. He's my closest YouTube buddy. No offense. Yeah, I hear music. Is that okay? Yeah. And he runs a very, very good U.S. men's national team channel. We've done a lot of collaborations together. He's an incredible guy. And if Canada plays in the U23s, they play the States, we will be doing a watch along together. So, but Nick, thank you for the subscription, my man. Definitely appreciate it. And let's get a little bit of input here from Tactical Manager himself. So Taylor will give me the heads up when he is on screen. But Davies, man of the match, absolutely. I mean, Lauren did get a hat trick, and he probably will get it. But no one could touch Davies today, man. He absolutely could not. 23 Miller is from Liverpool. Yes, he is. And he's on loan at Charlotte, I believe. Greetings from Canada. Shadow, greetings, my man. Kyle Lauren, nickname with us, Rear Post Lauren. Rear Post Lauren. I did not know that. It's a great nickname. If you don't mind me asking, why are you a Dortmund fan? My family's background is from Germany. I was playing FIFA, wanted to be a Bundesliga team because of my German background. Like their logo. That's it, man. I had no influence on soccer in my life because I'm Canadian. You know how it is. But Lauren to a Premier League next season. I don't know where I want Lauren to go. I think he could definitely make that step to one of the top 5 leagues. I just don't know which one yet. Yep. All right, we're going to bring Tactical Manager in now. We're going to get a little U.S. men's national team expert to come here on the channel and give us his opinions, I guess, on what he's expecting to see. You guys can ask him questions as well about basically the Concacaf qualifying, the U.S. men's national team. We can talk some Olympic talk as well, because we will be doing, I guess, the U23 watch-along. Why not? So I'm excited to get him in here. He's been pushing for me to bring him in, and here he is now.
Am I here? Can everyone see me right now? Let me see. Hold on. I put it on screen. I don't think so.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? This is funny. Josh, still muted.
Goal. Someone's saying goal too.
Yep, we made it 5-1. Well, Filippo can hear me. Goal, by the way. So it's just a one-sided conversation with.
Why are you muted though? Is your producer? Does he know?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
You should be good now. I think it's just
Okay.
Yeah, it should be fixed.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay, now it's working.
Okay. All right, we're good. Sorry about that. I guess we're having a one-sided conversation with ourselves. Let's try this again. The whole conversation Filippo and I just had over the last 5 minutes was apparently for nothing. But
Yeah, you guys missed out on so much stuff. He told me so much stuff.
the secrets were dirty.
But yeah, so let's see here. I saw that Joshua Simmons is in the chat here. He knows everything about the USMNT.
Yep. There's I'm impressed, man, by some of the Canadian fans we found in this stream today.
I told you.
Yeah, you were not wrong. And we had a lot of them, and it was pretty cool. Like I was telling you, I was absolutely stoked to keep an eye on this Canada team. And the couple of big things I noticed is that Alphonso Davies is the man. His technical ability, his speed, his soccer IQ is incredible. Absolutely incredible. He's had a hat trick of assists today, while Kyle Larin, who's in the form of his life, the goal scoring ability he has had a hat trick of goals. And yeah, it was a pretty easy walk in the park. If Cavallini had any goal scoring ability in this game, it could have been 8 or 9 by now.
And then again, it also has to do a lot with the competition they face day by day. So Alphonso Davies is facing the best of the best every day. So he comes against an opponent that's not prepared like he is. He's at practice playing defense against Sane, Gnabry, all these players, and then he goes and faces Bermuda. It's going to be easy for him. And did he play as a forward today?
So Canada was playing in I wasn't sure what they're going to do, but they were playing in a 4-4-2, which worked nicely. Junior Hoylett was playing as a right midfielder. Davies actually played as a left midfielder and dominated that side. And then Kyle Larin and Cavallini were playing as a tandem up front.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked good. Canada used to play in a 3-5-2 formation. It never looked good. Our center backs are arguably our weakest spot of the team. So having 3 on the pitch just never made sense for me. So I don't know. I just think it looked a lot better today.
So I also saw that Joshua Simmons was talking about Serginho Dest.
Yeah, I know. He's poking fun, and he's gonna pee off some of us Canadians.
Man, Serginho Dest had a heck of a game today. So are you watching the Olympic qualifiers?
You better believe it. You want to join for a little bit, or?
Yeah, I'll stay a little longer. So Buchanan, I do need a shower eventually. I do need to work on the USMNT Northern Ireland preview that I need to do. But yeah, so Buchanan is the best player of this Canadian Olympic squad, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. He's incredible. He looks so good. I think it'll be crucial for Honduras, because if we get the win, that means we play you guys in the semis, and the winner of that game gets a spot in the Olympics.
Dude, I think your chat's gonna hate me. Joshua's asking for the prediction for Canada and Honduras. Based on the little I saw, I'm gonna say Honduras will get a win.
You think Honduras will?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a match made in heaven that we have to play you guys in the semis, and I feel like it's gonna be a 1-0 scoreline for Canada. But I had to purchase onesoccer today.
Why are you gonna do more Canadian streams in this channel? You should. It's doing very well.
Definitely. We definitely are now. We had a game Sunday that we're gonna do against the Cayman Islands. We had a lot of Canadians found the channel today and gained a lot of new subscribers. Our Discord blew up from I think 50 to 160. So.
Yeah, I told you. I was telling you, you gotta go cover Canada. I kept complaining about it, and you finally listened.
Yeah, I
No
gave you credit.
PM.
I
Oh,
gave
Maddie,
you, I gave
Maddie,
you credit.
come on, Maddie. I mean, look. I'll tell you guys what I want. I want Canada to win, because if Canada wins, we face Canada in the semifinals, and Josh is coming to my channel for the watch along. So I want Canada to win. I'm bringing you, Josh.
It'll be fun. What's that? You know what time that game would be on Sunday?
I'll tell
Any
you
idea?
now. It's either 6 or 8. 6 or 8.
Okay, perfect. Should be fun. I'm gonna cover another Canada game against the Cayman Islands on Sunday. Tactical
You
manager
think,
got
we
me
can
in.
get, you think we can get Adrian too?
Think we get Adrian too? We can try.
6 p.m. 6 p.m. on Sunday.
That's crazy.
I'll see if if all the Canadians, the rude Canadians, can deal with the USMNT fans. Typical Yankee arrogance. Where is my arrogance?
The Yanks.
Oh my god.
The Yanks tactical manager. Hey, he mostly picks fights with the Mexicans, the
And
Mexican fan
Jamaicans.
base, and the Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's tried, but the
I
Canadians were nice.
No, one of them was very rude to me. That's why I said rude Canadians. Caleb on Twitter. He's so rude. He's very rude.
Yeah, Caleb's known for that, but
He's a very mean Canadian. It was the first mean Canadian I have ever met in my life.
yeah, people are
He was so
surprised.
mean.
They think I'm very nice. They think it's a typical Canadian thing, but we had someone say, "Yes, I've never seen this channel before." Well, you can thank the guy right below me for it. We haven't done really any Canadian content. He told me, he's like, "Josh, you gotta do it, you gotta do it." And honestly, I was very, very excited to take a look at this Canadian squad. I'm very glad I did. We have met a lot of new people today, and we're joined now by a Yank.
Oh my God, not a Yank. The thing is, pretty much every Concacaf nation already on Twitter has a nickname from me. Canada
Yeah.
became the rude Canadians, the fake news Jamaicans, because they lied about all the players. Remember that? They told
Yeah.
us they had all these players. They're like, we got this guy, Nathan Redmond, Mason Holgate, we got Max Aarons, and then all of a sudden the Federation lied. It was all lies. None of it was true. Well, not none of it. They got Mikel Antonio and a couple guys.
Yeah,
but a lot
they
of
got
it was
Casey
lies.
Palmer too. I don't know if you saw that. You see that?
Yeah, he played today. He played today.
Yeah.
against us.
I just found that out today. But
He didn't do too well. The thing is, he plays in the championship, so he's actually fairly technical for most CONCACAF teams. So yeah.
Matthew Lee says, I just tuned in again. He left to watch a little bit of hockey. Who's the guy in the dark blue? So this is Tactical Manager. He runs a very successful U.S. men's national team channel. He's the one who told me to start covering our Canadian men's national team, so you guys can thank him for this stream. And also a fun fact is that the game right now being played between Canada and Bermuda is being played at Orlando Stadium. And if you can't tell, he's rocking an Orlando kit because he works for the club.
I just got off work right now. That's why I'm late. I was gonna, if I could, I would have been here with you guys from the start of it. But yeah, I left work around 8 p.m. And honestly, this channel, JJD TV, I know it was Dortmund, but this channel should be Dortmund and Canada now.
In Canada now, I'm gonna have to stick. I can't stick Davies in my my channel just because of the Bayern. So I'm gonna have to really go on Jonathan David for for our channel player.
Well, you could wear Alphonso Davies' Canadian jersey.
Canadian. I could. I'll get chirped, but I could. But no, man, he's been incredible today, and it's curious because I haven't watched Canada, like I said, man. Like, and I was talking to the chat about this, and I'd love to get your opinion, Filippo. But I was saying it's kind of ridiculous that it's taken this long for a Canadian to be able to watch your national team play. Like, I feel like you guys have games every month. Like, you guys have your European camps, you have your MLS camps. It's something that Canada has to do to be able to start getting some chemistry between these players. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the Canadian Federation does have to work a little harder to get more camps. Even if they can't get the European-based players, get more of the MLS Canadian players, get them involved, get the nation involved as well, get the country involved with it. Because you guys are hosting a World Cup as well in 2026 with us.
Yep.
You got to build a team for there. And and Canada, honestly, I know the United States probably has more talent right now, more prospects because it's also a bigger country. But Canada never had players like Alphonso Davies, like
Yeah.
Jonathan David. There's
Absolutely.
a lot of these young guys, and there's a World Cup coming to Canada in 2026, and Canada should aim to go past the group stage.
Yep.
That's
I
something they should do. They shouldn't. It's not dreaming.
No, it's not. And like I've said, like the States have done such a wonderful job recruiting so many talented players. And like I said, growing up, like I followed the Canadian team since I was like 10. Wouldn't recognize any of the players if you were someone from Europe, for example. But now you do. There's a lot of players playing in Europe and Canada and the States. It's great to see the sport growing. And the fact that the World Cup is coming here in 2026 is going to be huge for all three countries, really.
You guys might get Akinola as well.
I know. I want him so badly. I think he'd be such a good fit, but I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he wasn't picked for our squad right now. Do you have any idea why?
No idea. Well, he pretty much in Toronto. Isn't Josie Altidore pretty much benched for Akinola at this point?
Yeah. Akinola's a fantastic young talent, man. He would be such a good fit for. He's also could represent Nigeria though, so he may opt to do that.
No,
But
I think he's not going to choose between the U.S. and Canada. I don't think he's going to go with Nigeria. If he wants to play a World Cup, he has to go to the U.S. and Canada. Nigeria, he might qualify the World Cup, but the African teams are not very consistent overall.
yeah, I agree, and I don't think he would get the minutes. I think he'll get the minutes at Canada, which is why I think because he's playing in Toronto, it's the number one option. And he, in my opinion, if you watch Cavallini today, and I don't want to take too many shots at him, you know the MLS isn't started back up. He's very rusty. He's not playing week in, week out like Kyle Larin is. But Kyle Larin had just as many, probably less chances in this match than Cavallini did. And Larin scored 3 goals while Cavallini scored 0. So, it's...
Guys, everyone in the chat, look at this. Josh is going to become the biggest Canadian men's national team channel. That's what we got to aim for. So you all have to hit the like button and do that now. And then Josh, when we do the live stream on Sunday here, you gotta tell the rude Canadians to come along. Let's try to get a bunch of rude Canadians in the channel.
Canadians.
And we need to get your channel because today, JD came to the stream for Jamaica. You saw it, right? You were there.
Yep.
I think you saw.
I popped
So
in. I
JD
was working.
came in, and he was his live streams used to have maybe 5 people, 10 people, and after that stream, because so many fake news Jamaicans showed up in the channel. They all subscribed to the channel. He did a live stream just the post-match. He had 50 people there just for the post-match. 40, 50 people in the chat.
Hey,
so we got it going.
It's beautiful. I mean, you and I have... we would try to figure out ways to connect our U.S. men's national team and Dortmund channels. Now we got an easier way to do it with the Canada team here. But the game did just finish 5-1. Do you want to just stay on this stream for the... Do you want to just change our title to the...
We just have to flip it to the next thing, and I can change it if you want. But
I don't know. What do you think?
Honduras in Canada.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to just change the title? We have 150 people here. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. So guys, make sure you all stay in the stream here because we will be looking at the game here. Obviously, I can't stay the whole time because I do need a shower eventually. And I do need to work on the video for Northern Ireland and USMNT. But yeah, it's this is a game I will be watching regardless, because it's one of the teams that's gonna face the U.S. on Sunday, so I will be watching this game regardless.
Yeah, we'll be so we're just guys. If you want to stay on, we'll be doing the watch along now. We're gonna change the title, I guess, to the Honduras game, and we'll be doing the Honduras game right now, and we'll see what we're doing there. So I guess, Filippo, if you want to just jump out over to that kind of conversation, what are you expecting from this Canadian team today?
So I didn't watch much of their games in the group stage. I was just following through with the USA group with Costa Rica, El Tri, and Dominican Republic. I just saw that the last game for both Honduras and Canada was a little sloppy.
Yeah,
the technical ability of the teams are not very high in this competition. And that's one of the reasons I think even a player like Buchanan has been a good player for, what's his name? Buchanan plays for New England Revolution, and he has been a good player there, but it seems like in this tournament he's doing much better. Because it just looks like a better player because the technical ability of this tournament is very, very low. We'll see.
Yeah.
Honduras seems like a much more physical team than Canada. So we might see Honduras bully Canada a little bit physically. That's why I'm betting a little more on Honduras. Even though usually when I have to bet on something, I usually bet on the technical ability team.
Yeah, and I agree, and you see it a lot with Concacaf. The more technical teams, and then some of the more stubborn, rough housing kind of teams. And I think that's what we're gonna see with Honduras. It's why you've seen a lot of, especially in Canada's group, a lot of low score lines. So there's not a lot of goals being scored in this group. So we'll have to hopefully see a little bit.
So Joshua Simmons is pointing out that Antuna might be the most technical player in the tournament. Yeah, Antuna, definitely one of them. He didn't play against the U.S., Joshua, but Cordova from L3 is pretty damn technical, probably more than Antuna. At least I think, a midfielder. Sometimes he plays wide as well. But yeah, the Mexico is definitely the best team of this tournament. There's no questions on that.
Tactical Manager knows every soccer streamer on YouTube.
Unfortunately. I'm joking.
We've known each other for a while now. We've known each other for months. We're in the months process.
Well, we've known each other before I started covering USMNT heavily, and this is something I even tell people. When I started the channel, I did one USMNT video. I didn't do many. I was doing mostly European stuff, Premier League, South American, a lot of South American. I didn't do any USMNT because me and Dustin thought no one would watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we did that one video a long time ago. That was when we started the channel. Was can the USMNT win the World Cup? And then it got 5,000 views, and we're like, what? So people actually watched it, and then we started covering more and more and more, and we became a USMNT channel, and I'm happy for it. If there was two channels I'd like to be, is USMNT or South American.
In South America, yeah.
Those would be the two options that I would love.
You still fluctuate a little bit into your, or you're going to at least with your membership, which would be kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, clearly now it's Dortmund and mix in a little bit of Canadian content as well. So
well, and the thing is, Canada probably doesn't have much coverage, and there's definitely a lot of soccer fans that want it.
Yeah, I was definitely looking at the chat today and was super impressed seeing of how many people came on here and showed a little bit of love for Canada, and now they're asking us to do back-to-back watch-alongs, and they're getting it. And do you want to switch to another one?
I've already changed it.
Oh, you already changed.
We're like ready to go now.
So we are gonna switch over to another one? No. Oh, we're not. Oh, okay, we're good to go. We're good to stay here. We're good to stay here.
Yeah, it's also what Joshua Simmons is saying. It's very hard to grow with European content because everyone covers it. Yes, there's a lot of competition in European content. There's a lot of crap competition as well. But the whole thing is, for example, South America. The main problem of covering South America is that I'm trying to cover it in English, but no one speaks English there.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It doesn't work well as well.
Yeah.
Yo, look at this, Josh. Do a live stream for the Canadian Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would probably, before I do the Canadian Premier League, would probably do like Toronto FC, Montreal, Vancouver. Like I'll probably do the watch along for the opener between Toronto FC and Montreal for my first ever little watch along about that, because I think that'll be a cool little day. Two Canadian teams getting it off, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, you also, it's also, there's probably no YouTube channel that covers Canadian men's national team or even the MLS Canadian teams. And guys, by the way, Josh, you're gonna be representing Toronto at my video for the MLS. And there's this other guy. I need to connect you with him. It's a friend of Adrian, because I asked Adrian to talk about Montreal, because I didn't feel like researching much on Montreal. Especially they changed their name and everything. And then he's like, he hasn't followed through with them much. So he recommended this friend of his that runs a big Instagram page for Montreal. And maybe you should connect with him too. If you're going to cover Canadian stuff, he definitely has a lot of Canadian fans.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be cool. And we're finding a great little Canadian soccer community here, which is fantastic. I can use the S word again. I can say soccer on my channel again. It's been so long. I've been saying football. But
it's called soccer.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this game right here. I really hope we win this game. Derek Cornelius is a player that I'm looking at, captain of our team. He's gonna hopefully hold back the back line here, and then we can get matched up against you guys for the semis, because I think that'll be a super cool watch along. I would love to do it. And then the winner goes to the Olympics, man. It'd be pretty cool. You and I going head to head. Winner gets a spot in the Olympics.
So for Honduras, you might want to watch out for Reyes and Rivas. Those were the ones I noticed on the last game. But I that was one game, okay? I don't know if they're fantastic players. They did okay in the games I watched. Reyes played wide. Rivas was more central. And then for Canada, who should I watch out for? There's Buchanan. Who else?
Buchanan and Derek Cornelius are the two that stick out for me. Buchanan, obviously the man going forward. He's had an excellent tournament so far, and he'll probably have a lot of the ball go through his way. Derek Cornelius is a player who's doing it right now in the MLS. He's doing it for the Canada national team. He's their captain. He'll be their leader from the back. So I think he's the main man you're going to look at for shutting pretty much the Honduras team down. And hopefully Buchanan can come up with a little bit of magic and send the boys to a semifinal date with the States.
And the thing with the game on Sunday, Canada and the United States, is that it's a freaking important game if they play each other, because whoever wins qualifies to the Olympics. And I know they don't value too much in the soccer world the Olympics, but I think it's a cool tournament to play, to be involved with.
Yep, I absolutely do too. And kickoff has just begun. And yeah, a lot of people in the chat today we were talking about is Montreal's rebrand. Felipe, do you have an opinion on that? A lot of people did not like it.
I don't care, to be honest.
No, you don't get
I really don't care I didn't care about Montreal too much. And it's just becoming an MLS thing, rebranding. They did that with Houston as well. They've been doing all over the place. And there was also even the Columbus Crew rebrand. No, they wanted to relocate or something. The Save the Crew thing.
Yeah.
Rebranding is an MLS thing.
Yeah.
LA Galaxy had a different logo. The New York Red Bulls, before they were the Red Bulls, they were different. So it's just an MLS thing. Expect more rebrandings in the MLS.
Yeah, I agree. Yusuf is heading out though. Yusuf has been out with us for the majority of the game, and he started a little clan in our Discord. So big shout out to Yusuf. Take care, my man. We'll talk to you soon. Alex says that Cornelius has been slow the last couple games. I'm not sold on him yet, but he has proved me wrong. I do take that point. Cornelius is not the fastest center back. There's no denying that. He's very physical though. He's good in the air, and that's kind of where you're gonna see him shine. He could get hurt when it comes to speed, and we're hoping that the Honduras players don't hurt him that way. But
Montreal Impact. What's their new name actually right now? It's Montreal what?
CF Montreal.
CF Montreal. Okay.
So there a lot of people are saying today that it's just kind of a ripoff of a European name.
Well, that's what a lot of MLS teams are doing.
Well,
like Charlotte FC.
Yeah. Same as
LAFC.
Inter. LAFC.
Inter Miami.
CF...
Orlando City.
Orlando City, yeah. Yep, I agree. Olympics is important for the U.S. The non-soccer fan watches the Olympics. They don't watch the Gold Cup or the Nations League. What are your thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked about that. Me and Pete talked about that once. What happens with the United States is, right now, obviously the Gold Cup and Nations League is more important because those are senior tournaments and they're FIFA tournaments. Yeah. But in the U.S., the goal is to grow soccer. And the thing is, the average American fan does not watch the Gold Cup. The average sports fan in America does not watch the Gold Cup, Nations League, but they watch the Olympics. And if the United States are in the Olympics playing and competing for a medal, you're going to get those average sports fans involved, and hopefully even start to like the sport a little bit. So yes, playing the Olympics is important for the soccer growth in America, for sure. I would say the same for Canada, in my opinion.
And this is a good question I got earlier, and I want to help the chat understand from both point of views. So say either Canada or the United States, say we both qualify. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but say we knock out Mexico, both the States and Canada qualifies. What kind of squad do you see the U.S. sending to the Olympics? Noted, and another thing for a lot of you guys who don't know this, but a team that gets qualified to the Olympics has 3 overage players that they can send. So Neymar represented Brazil, Thiago Silva represented Brazil, Hulk represented Brazil. So Canada could use some of their older players, as well could the States, but with other competitions going on, sometimes, yeah, there's a huge debate there. So Felipe, what is your opinion on that? 'Cause I think it's an excellent topic.
So I think the United States will send a better team than they have now, but don't expect the Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams, Giovanni Reina, those guys to play. They've had a very tight calendar this season. They're probably going to want to rest over the summer. There's the World Cup qualifiers coming up in September.
Yep.
There's a new season coming up. I don't expect them to go, but we could see players that are tier 2 playing, maybe in very quality players. Like for example, Brendan Harrison could play for the USMNT. Eric Palmer Brown could play. Reggie Cannon could play. And a couple of MLS players. Sam Vines, I can see him going. But I don't expect those elite players, the best ones we have, to play. I at least don't. I don't expect also, for example, Alphonso Davies to go to the Olympics for Canada if they qualify.
Yeah, I'd be curious what kind of team they sent. You know who I could see going as an overage player for the States, though, is Josie Altidore. 100%.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I could see that happening, and the thing is, I can see that happening, but at the same time, I could see a player like Daryl DK going to the Olympics, and I'd rather have Daryl DK. Even Matthew Hoppe, that's in Schalke, I can see them accepting a call-up if they're called. But the thing is, if they're in Europe, their clubs might not release them. I don't know if many know, but FIFA sabotages the Olympics. You're not obligated to release your players to the Olympics. FIFA does not like the Olympics. They're afraid of it competing with the World Cup. So they do that. So the clubs are not required to release the players. So that could happen as well.
Yep, and I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, you probably know, but I mean, given Neymar's, I don't know how to, his persona, I don't really know how to describe it. He didn't really give them an option. He said he was going to the Olympics, and that's exactly what kind of happened.
Well, but Neymar has more power in the club than Pulisic at Chelsea.
Yeah.
You know, Neymar does whatever he wants on PSG, and he's fine. Pulisic can't cause trouble at Chelsea. Weston McKennie can't cause trouble at Juve. Neymar has that spoiled attitude, but he is in charge there for some reason.
Yeah, I agree. MLS teams will soon be called FC. How pathetic. I guess the new MLS franchise needs a naming contest. A lot of people saying that they love the Gold Cup. Canada lost to penalties to Brazil in 1984 Olympics.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either. It's a good little tidbit of information there. You got asked a question about Conrad. What are your thoughts on him, Tactical?
What about if Conrad de la Fuente could go to the Olympics? He could. He's of the age. He's quality for the Olympics. But will Barcelona release him? Conrad de la Fuente could have been at the Olympic qualifiers, and Barcelona probably didn't release him. That's why he wasn't in the list. So I don't know, man. I think maybe he won't be there. Maybe Barcelona won't release Conrad de la Fuente.
Here's a tough question for us. After the English Premier League, what is the top soccer league around the world? Do you agree that the Bundesliga?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Given the fact that given the fact that the talent of some of the, obviously the league itself, but how they do it in Europe, and I don't know. For me, for a while there, it was La Liga. La Liga arguably was top for a long period of time, but they're having a lot of issues with keeping some of the big stars. Yeah, money. But I keep making this joke. Barcelona's trying to compete with the U.S. government to see who has more debt right now. Yeah, I don't know. I see rumors all the time. Barcelona's linked to Depay. They're linked to Holland. It's like, where do you think they got money to buy these kind of players?
You see the Aguero rumors?
Yeah, I don't know.
So the Aguero rumors just show how much nonsense is going on there, because they literally just sold Luisito Suarez, which is the top scorer of La Liga right now. He's younger than Aguero, by the way. They sold him because he was old. And then they're going to sign Aguero that's older and injured and expensive.
Yeah.
What's going on in Barcelona?
I don't know, man. It's a nightmare. But are you able to watch the Canada game? Are you watching it right now?
I'm watching it. I watch it.
You are?
Watch Sports 1.
I wasn't sure because, like I said, finding a stream for the game between Canada and Bermuda was a nightmare. But I know that the Olympic qualifiers are a little bit easier, but they look pretty even so far. I think Honduras has had a touch more of the ball, but
hit the post. Honduras hit the post.
Oh, okay. You're a second or two in front of me. I don't know how you're streaming the game and I'm watching it on OneSoccer. Come on, what is this?
No, I'm not streaming it. I'm at Fox Sports 1.
Oh, you're on Fox Sports 1. Okay, yes, that makes sense because I have to watch it on OneSoccer, which I just purchased today because it covers everything from the Canada's Premier League to Team Canada, Canada selection, and of course we get to watch Lille now. Tactical Manager, we get to watch Lille.
Honduras and Canada. So I think the whole thing of you doing Canada and even in the chat, there's 76 people. I'd like to know if is everyone from Canada. Obviously, God Kong Snake, I know him. He's American. Joshua Simmons is American as well. But I want to know how many Canadians are there because you can most certainly cover the Canadian men's national team, and no one else covers it. And
Yeah, yeah.
it'll just grow your channel there, and hopefully you can even convert them all to be Dortmund fans.
We need them to sign Jonathan David first, but yeah, we had 250-ish in the Canada Bermuda game for a while there, and a lot of them were obviously checking to see if it was the game, but we had a lot of people. We had probably an average of about 200. So there is a good chunk of Canadian fans that we're finding. A lot of them are sticking around for the Olympic U23 qualifiers. So I appreciate everyone who has been with us for this real eye-opening Canada journey we're doing together. So I like it.
And Josh, don't forget, this is your first Canadian stream. So once you start doing more, every time more Canadians will find you and it'll keep getting more. The ones that already enjoy it will stay here with us. It's normal also. Even the USMNT, when we started, we would do streams with 70 people and 50, and which to me was already very good, having 50, 70 people that want to listen to me. That was already too good for me. I was like, why are you people listening to me right now? What's going on here? And then now the streams, us and Pete, we're getting 300, 400. Today we had 600 for some reason.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's just a lot of people that like to listen to my nonsense.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I'm hoping to see something like that as well. There is probably, you're right, no other content on there that is Canadian based, but I loved it. We've met and got a lot more subscribers and viewers today, and it's exciting to see that there is a big market out there for Canada, and a lot are still here. For someone who lives in England, who is the most popular in America when it comes to the preseason, Manchester United, Barcelona, or Real Madrid?
I think Manchester United are the most popular team. I think it's Manchester United.
I agree. I would say,
but I wouldn't put Barcelona and Real Madrid much behind them, but I think it's Manchester United.
I agree. I say United, followed by probably Madrid and then Barca. But
Yeah,
Toronto
most
Blizzard,
likely that.
Toronto Meteors, Croatia are better than TFC.
Oh my God!
You know,
What is that? What are those Canadian names right there?
The Toronto Blizzards. Toronto Syrups. Just imagine how big streams will be for the... Yeah.
Can I send a message to Joshua Simmons real quick?
Yeah.
Joshua Simmons, April 17th, we're coming after you. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, what is that?
It's a joke. He's an Atlanta United fan. It's Orlando City and Atlanta for the season opener.
Yeah, I'm excited to do, and I probably will, given the fact that we just found a bunch of Canadian fans here. I'll probably do the Montreal and Toronto watch along. It was a fun game, I thought, to begin with. I'm already rocking the kit. Haven't got it out too much of late because of the MLS hasn't been out for a while, so I'm excited.
What's the ultimate soccer rivalry? That's a great question, actually. You see, I don't know what's his opinion. I think if we go through true rivalry, we're going to have to move to South America instead of Europe. Europe, there's a lot of rivalries that are legendary teams. You can go to Manchester United and Liverpool, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Real Madrid and Barcelona, El Clásico. But I don't think any of those rivalries have the amount, and forgive me what I'm going to say, but the amount of hatred that the fans in South America have for each other. And Honduras just scored.
We got to take on Mexico if we lose this.
That's not good. Mexico's very good. But at the same time, maybe we'll play each other in the final. Maybe you guys can pull an upset. The U.S. only lost 1-0 to Mexico.
Yeah. How was that game for you guys, though, when it comes to like possession, just total gameplay there?
Wait, Honduras didn't score.
Yeah,
that was just a lie.
They were playing with us. Okay, good. They're screwing that. They had me worried there. They had me worried. I was convinced.
Yeah, but back to the biggest rivalry that we were talking about was what should I call it? I think we could definitely talk about Boca and River Plate. I'm not even gonna go towards a Brazilian rivalry. I think Boca and River Plate might be the biggest rivalry in the world.
Yeah. I don't know too much about South American rivalries. Obviously, I mean, from watching your channel is how I've got most of my knowledge from. So yeah, I mean, if you're asking me just on personally what I know, I'd probably look at Madrid and Barca, but I know that for many reasons people have great arguments that why that's not the case.
Yeah, I think when it comes to history, maybe because the thing with Real Madrid and Barcelona, the only reason we say it is just because they're teams that compete. Um, they compete on the big stage. That's the only reason. But how many Champions League finals have you watched of Real Madrid and Barcelona? Or God, how many times have you seen Real Madrid and Barcelona play each other in the Champions League?
Yeah. Yeah, not
While
not
you
often.
get to Boca and River, they have played Libertadores knockout rounds, finals, Argentine, even the Copa del Rey in Spain. Barcelona and Real Madrid don't play each other. So
Yeah.
I can't see myself calling a team's rival if I don't face them in the big stage. The rivalry every year when I see El Clasico, it's at La Liga every freaking time.
Yeah. What about national teams? What's the biggest national rivalry? Someone put it in
Brazil
there.
and Argentina.
Brazil and
and
Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah. That
Or
was a
Brazil
big-
and Uruguay. That one is also crazy. They actually kill each other. But that's more of Uruguay hating Brazil than Brazil hating Uruguay. But Brazil and Argentina, it's mutual. They both hate each other.
Look at that last comment, Filippo. You'll like that.
Bearhalter versus USMNT is that is a very good rivalry. Bearhalter seems to love to fight the USMNT. Freaking Greg Bear. So today he started Kellen Acosta.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a weird lineup. I didn't get it. But Rio says that you don't know the Toronto Blizzard. They had a crowd bigger than TFC, 42,000 against the Costco's. He said that they were the Soccer Bowl champions, the Croatians, Toronto Metro's Coronation in 1976. I need to do some research here, Rio. You're giving me a lot of knowledge. And then he says
You need
Croatia
to learn
versus
more
Serbia.
about the Canadian. Let me see one thing. Someone asked the biggest rivalry in Brazil. So the Brazil, there's not one biggest rivalry. There's three that I can point out right away. There are probably the three biggest ones, and it's probably Grêmio and Internacional, Palmeiras and Corinthians, and Flamengo and Vasco. Those three games are probably the three biggest ones. Now, if you're gonna say which one's biggest, anyone saying is just guessing. They're the three biggest ones for sure. Obviously, when it comes to trophies, I think Palmeiras and Corinthians combined have more trophies than these other ones. But when it comes to crowd and everything involved, those are the three games.
Yeah, Rio says that Croatia and Serbia is the biggest rivalry. Come on, no contest.
Biggest than Brazil and Argentina?
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, Rio. I honestly I knew that they were a rivalry given their locations, but when I think of national teams, like you said, I think of Argentina and Brazil. But
it's the biggest rivalry in soccer, and it's two countries that combined have 7 World Cups, so many Copa America, so many Confederations Cups, and when we talk about greatest players of all time, Brazil and Argentina have most of them.
yeah, no, I agree. I don't think it's as much of a debate in my opinion. But yeah, we had honestly an awesome question from some of our new Canadian subscribers today. They were asking what's Canada's biggest rivalry, and I was telling them like man, I followed the Canadian national team since I was very young because I mean it's my country, but it's hard to know because I don't get to see them play a lot. They didn't have a squad that could take on any real teams. The only teams that you really saw people win against, like back in the day, Canada would take on like Cuba, but because like one of your Joshua pointed out, said no offense to Canada, but U.S. men's national teams has a bigger rivalry with Costa Rica than they do Canada. But I think we'll see a bit of a rivalry spark up in the near future, just given the fact that Canada's a much better team than they previously have been.
Yeah, Canada needs to be more competitive, and also the Canadians need to learn to be a little bit more rude. You know, if they're more
rude
rude,
Canadians.
you know, us Americans, we can be very rude sometimes. We're very rude sometimes, and that gets rivalries going. You know, let me see. There's one Tack. Did you see Alexi Lala's gassing up on Sebastian Lletget? Yeah, our Lubin. It's completely ridiculous that he gassed. So just real quick about the USA game. I don't know if the Canadians even care about that, but Sebastian Lletget didn't do anything all game. He was invisible. The first goal, it was a nice finish from him, but no one talked about how Brendan Harrison made a perfect run to open up enough space for Leggett to finish. That was the first thing. The second thing is the other goal, it was all Luca De La Torre. Leggett just kicked it in the bottom corner. He did nothing all game. And then the MLS agenda-driven media goes ahead and hypes up Sebastian Leggett. And then he goes to LA Galaxy, and LA Galaxy can't even make the playoffs in the MLS.
Yeah, I saw your
Tactical
frustrations
manager.
on Twitter. I was laughing.
Tactical manager, why did you leave me for years? You said you were just going to... I'm not your father, Space Taco. I'm not your father. I'm not. So, Josh, this is actually funny here. They're saying the New York Cosmos were stacked. Beckenbauer played for them. Did you know I played for the Cosmos Academy?
Beckenbauer
Did
did?
I ever tell you that? The
No?
Development Academy, yeah. I played in Brooklyn. It was in Brooklyn, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was in Brooklyn. Yeah, I played there for
Wow.
3 months before I went to play in college. I played there.
I did not know that. That's cool.
So you see, a couple legends play for the Cosmos. Beckenbauer, Pele, tactical manager.
Tactical manager. Oh, wow. A couple legends there. But, yeah. Wes says that Canada's biggest rival is the States, but for the U.S., Mexico is their biggest rival. I'd probably agree with that. What do you think?
What is the comment? Let me see.
They said that, and it's hard, like I said, to pick a rival for Canada, but for me, when I'm looking at the Concacaf, I'm picking my biggest rival as the States, but for the States, he said it'd be Mexico, and that's clear as well.
Yeah, that sounds somewhat similar to what I was saying for Brazil. To Brazil, our biggest rivals are Argentina, but to Uruguay, their biggest rivals are Brazil.
Yep.
It's somewhat like that.
Yeah, I saw your little conversation.
I actually want Canada to win this game. It'll be very fun to have a stream USA and Canada.
Oh, I'd be stoked. Your streams are fun. I think it'd be cool to have Canada versus States, and I think both teams, from what I've seen, look relatively even. And it just, to me, it screams a 1-0 or 2-0 scoreline. And so does this game,
Honduras?
to be honest. Well, honestly, both. Like, I think Honduras, Canada, and the States.
I think the only advantage of the players in the USA, the United States men's national team, the Olympics one, is the Canadian team, the players from the US team are mostly MLS players that start, while Canada has some mixed players. So maybe the Americans will have a little bit more experience, but when it comes to quality, it's very close, honestly. It's very close.
Yeah, I agree. Chile and Peru is a good rivalry as well. I wouldn't know that rivalry too much. You would know it much more than I would.
Chile and Peru, yeah, they have a big rivalry as well. It's just that I don't know if he's Chilean or Peruvian, but it's just that most don't care because those teams, they're tough teams, but they never won a World Cup. It's not as big, and there's not as many legendary players. You go to Chile, you have Alexis Sanchez, Ivan Zamorano, all those guys that are legendary players. But then when you go to Brazil, it's Pele, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Roberto. It's just guys that are... You go to Argentina, it's Maradona, Diego Simeone, Lionel Messi. And Peru, honestly, they got a lot better now under Gareca, actually. They weren't too good before that. They were doing very bad, actually.
Yeah.
Joshua just ranked the USMNT rivalries.
Joshua did?
Yeah, it's right there. No. Roberto Carlos didn't play for the New York Cosmos. No, not Roberto Carlos. Carlos Alberto Torres played for the New York Cosmos, not Roberto Carlos. Rio's getting that confused. It's Carlos Alberto Torres, not Roberto Carlos. I think agents didn't understand what we meant about USA and Canada. Josh?
Pardon?
Agent is saying, how is it close? USA have Reina, McKennie, Dest. But we were talking about the Olympic team that's playing now in the Olympic qualifier.
Yes, we definitely were. The Olympic team, he said that was a lot closer. And this is a question we were getting throughout the entirety of the other watch along, Filippo, was who would you who would you want, I guess, for the qualifying for the 2022 World Cup? We were saying that Mexico states are the top two. But then if you look at Costa Rica, you look at Canada, you look at Jamaica, how would you rank them if you rank them that way from the top 5 right now in the CONCACAF?
Yeah, I would go with the U.S. and Mexico as 1 and 2. I do think if Mexico or the U.S. are in bad form, Jamaica, with all the players they brought in, could become a problem. They do have a lot of quality players that they're bringing. Mikel Antonio, Bailey, Ravel Morrison, Pinnock at the back, Andre Blake. Their team can become a problem. Then when it comes to... So number 3, I would put Jamaica. And then after that, I would go with either... Well, Costa Rica is probably number 4, but Costa Rica is so old that I think Canada and Honduras could compete with them. So yeah, so 3.5 countries qualify. So 3 countries qualify and one plays the interconfederate one. I think Canada, Honduras, and Costa Rica will fight for that spot.
Yep.
But I don't know how to rank them, to be honest.
Yeah, I would love to see Canada snip that 4th. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna look like. Like I said, they're just starting to play together again. They look good today. We'll see if they can carry it on. If they can push a team like Costa Rica, to push a team like Honduras. It would be huge for Canadian football if they could qualify for the 2022 World Cup, knowing the fact that they're a shoe-in for the 2026 one. But
do you know Daniel in the chat? I wonder if he's from South America. He knows a lot.
Pavolia just used their home advantage because of the altitude and has a chance to win. I heard that before. La Paz. Yeah?
Yeah, I put that in the video before. When I did the South American qualifier preview, I talked about it, how Bolivia is... I made a joke. I said, because every nation I said what's their best player, and then Bolivia, I just said it was the altitude.
There was a player
at home.
Oh, that's funny. There was a player I know from Bolivia, or Bolivia. How do you pronounce it? Bolivia? Bolivia, my bad. He played for Cruzeiro in the Brazilian league. Number 9, remember him?
Marcelo Moreno.
Yeah, there you go. He's actually Brazilian, is he not? But he decided to represent Bolivia?
Well, he didn't decide. Brazil didn't want him.
Brazil didn't want him? Yeah.
He can't play for Brazil.
No, that's true. But I meant like he's actually Brazilian. He was born in Brazil, raised in Brazil, right? And he had Bolivia in his background, which is why he represented them. Does Tactical Manager know anything about hockey?
No, I don't know I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that calls the Anaheim Ducks the Mighty Ducks just because I watched that movie.
The Mighty Ducks. Oh, that's fair.
No, I don't know anything about hockey. I went to a few hockey games because I did live at Buffalo. So I do know some hockey games, but no, I couldn't pretend to care about hockey, to be honest.
We got Ryan LFC here, another fellow
Jamaica
Canadian.
Channel.
Yeah, he's a Liverpool channel.
No, Jamaica.
He's changed, yeah. He's does a lot of Jamaican content now. The love of the national team, Filippo. It's a thing.
Yeah, I think ever since everyone saw that USMNT started to work, a lot of people... Oh, Canada scored. 1-0 Canada.
Let's go.
Nice header.
What a...
Cornelius, 1-0 Canada.
Hey, and I said, before the last game, Filippo, I said the one player I want to keep an eye out for was Kyle Larin. Scored 3 goals, and you asked me today, I put Cornelius out there.
4 goals, right? He scored 4 goals.
Did he score 4? Kyle Larin? No, he only scored 3.
3?
That was a beautiful start, baby. I'm getting a date with Filippo for the semifinals.
Man, that was a brutal header.
That was a beautiful delivery.
Big boy header.
Yeah, it was. It was a beautiful delivery. They've been doing that a lot. Canada's been whipping balls in. And I guess
that was a beautiful header.
Yeah. Well, he plays in the MLS, and like you said, that could be an important thing in a competition like this. Having that experience playing week in, week out with some of the big boys. Look at that. That was an excellent header. Let's go.
Why do they think I'm a Bayern fan? I'm not a Bayern fan.
I take it back. I love you, Cornelius. There it is, Alex. There you go. You said you wanted to be turned, and you got turned. Oh, that's funny. I know. Yeah, I don't know why Agents thinks you're a Bayern fan. There you go. Yeah, he got a hat trick. He got 3. He had an excellent game, and the finishing was quality. But
The live stream today for Jamaica was completely crazy.
yeah,
And it was funny because it was funny to see JD's face with Jamaica losing 4-1.
yeah. Tell me a little bit of the game. I didn't watch it. I was at work, but they clearly looked like they dominated.
Jamaica didn't bring their. Oh, look at it. Me getting tired.
Getting tired?
With the game. But no. So Jamaica didn't bring their A team. They are missing a lot of their players. They were missing Mikel Antonio, Leon Bailey, Ravel Morrison, and several. Andre Blake wasn't there. Several players they were missing. So the Jamaica had a very physical team, very physically imposing, but the USMNT was much more technical. So the USMNT dominated ball possession, created more chances, just out-talented them, and ended up winning 4-1. But honestly, 4-1's not goal. Honduras, they tied it. That was bad defense. They collided the Canadian defenders.
That was atrocious defending.
Oh, and Serginho Dest had a beautiful goal to open up the scoreboard today.
The man's on fire. Matthew says, I just want to make sure I understand the Canada versus Bermuda game was the Qatar qualifying game, and the current game versus Honduras is the Olympic qualifier. Only U23s are in the Olympics? Yes. I believe only U23s can be used right now for their qualifying, but once the Olympics is actually being played, you're allowed 3 overage players. So, for example, Atiba Hutchinson could technically play for Canada if they qualified for the Olympics as one of 3 overage players. But damn, that sucks. They're ruining our date, Filippo.
It's not. It was Canada, man. What is the goalkeeper doing right there?
Yeah, it was not a very demanding. Do you guys have a link to watch the game?
Maybe HESGoal.com.
There you go, my man.
I don't know if they have it there. I'm just guessing.
I think they do. I think I saw it earlier when I was looking for the other Canada game. Too nice on the defense. Just let them have a goal. We need to win. Canada needs a big win. Will Davies play at the Olympics? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I think that they're gonna look at some, the other games that have more importance in my opinion than the Olympics.
Bayern won't release him.
No. And I don't think he's willing to fight for it.
No, he also needs his rest as well. And Atlanta United will destroy Orlando City. No, they won't, Joshua. Joshua, when did you become fake news?
I'm fake news? All right. Joshua
Simmons. Joshua Simmons in the chat.
Yeah.
Which league is better, the Brazilian? Which league is better, Brazilian or Argentinian? The Brazilian league is better nowadays. It's definitely better.
They go back and forth.
You can even look at the. I think Brazil, out of the last 10 Libertadores, Brazil won 7. So that speaks enough for it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey man, thanks for the content. The only channel I found talking about the Canadian game. Here in Brazil, there's content about Canadian football. That's weird.
Johnny Vinicius, they're from Brazil.
Well, I appreciate it, my man. Hopefully you're a new subscriber to the channel, and I appreciate that you like the content. We have a Yank here today for some fun.
Hey, I'm from Brazil too.
That's crazy. He said that. I wouldn't expect. There's barely Canadian content in Canada about Canadian football, to be honest.
But Josh, you would get surprised because in my channel as well, a lot of Brazilians come into it talking about the USMNT and they know stuff. And I was just like, "You're from Brazil and you know stuff about the USMNT?" And I was like, "Wow!" A lot of Brazilians. The thing with Brazil is Brazil just breathes soccer, so they'll eat up any soccer content, anything they can find, they'll go for soccer.
Yeah. If you have an international VPN, it's on you. Oh, they're asking that. Would you prefer Canada to play Mexico or the U.S.? I'd prefer them to play the U.S. because I think Mexico's got a stronger team, and also we would take on Filippo. We'd have a fun watch along, and it's cool because that semifinal game would mean something. It would mean that the winner goes to the Olympics. Like, I think it'd be a pretty cool storyline. But as we're sitting right now, I believe we're in second, right? Even with a draw, we have to win.
Yeah, you're in second, and the U.S. was in second as well, so you'll face Mexico with the draw.
Yeah, that's not what we want. So we need to win this game. It's very important.
Rio Babic, stop saying 7-1 Germany. We don't need this type of negativity here. That game, there was something going on in that game. That game was not supposed to be. I'm kind of waiting. I'm trying to wait till halftime, but then I'm going to have to go. Filippo here is exhausted.
Yeah, we're probably going to wrap it up at halftime as well. I would like to do too, but I have a
rest as well, right?
Yeah, I have a girlfriend who's ready for us to kick it. So whenever you're ready to head out, Filippo will probably head out as well. Getting yelled at through the GF.
Let's maybe wait till halftime, or maybe another 5 minutes. So let me see here in the chat. Before, you should just tell everyone to that you're gonna continue to cover Canada now. I guess after all the success of this very first. Imagine if you had done a preview for this, you'd have even more Canadians here. Right?
Yeah, guys. Well, everyone in the chat, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. If you haven't subscribed to Filippo's channel, you can go over, look up Tactical Manager TV. Links in the description, because Producer T behind the scenes is a gentleman. And yeah, we will
Producer T is always ready, man. Producer T,
is.
that's why he's part of JJD TV. He's ready for anything. He's got all the links there already. If JD shows up here, he has JD's link. George, everyone.
He's a silent assassin, man. He really is. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing more Canadian national team stuff. We'll mix it in with our Dortmund content. We have a partnership with Dortmund's Twitch and a partnership with the club, so we do obviously a lot of Dortmund stuff, but we found a huge success today with the Canadian men's national team, and they'll be doing a game this Sunday versus the Cayman Islands, which will be a lot of fun. So it'll be the second game in a matter of a couple days that we'll be able to do, Filippo, and I'm very excited.
And
the Cayman Island game should be a run in the park. Pardon?
Remember, Josh, that there's no coverage. You're gonna be the biggest Canadian channel.
But yeah, Alex said liked and subbed. Big shout out, my man. Just discovered the channel, will love it. It has me informed about soccer, which I lack knowledge of. Well, Tactical Manager really told me to start doing a Canadian men's national team abroad series. So, I mean, it's not a bad look, man. It's not a bad look. But I had a lot of fun. The chat was cool. It's very cool using soccer, like I said, using that word. It's very frowned upon when I have Dortmund watch-alongs, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited we branched out. I'm excited we went with Tactical Manager's suggestion, and I'm really hoping that Canada can pull out a big win here so we can have a very cool, another watch-along on Sunday when we hopefully take on the States.
I'm ready whenever you're ready. I still need to work on a video. And at least one thing we can update everyone on this game right now is I did say Honduras looked better before the game, but it's completely balanced. It can go either way.
Yeah, but that's about it for tonight, guys. I would like to stay up, but girlfriend's got to work in the morning. I didn't tell her we were doing back-to-back watch-alongs. You know, I'm being a good boyfriend. Good respective Canadian, you know. But really enjoyed all you guys in the chat today. You guys were absolutely fantastic. Gained a lot of subscribers through this, and a lot of, honestly, a lot of people in Canada I didn't really know that were there. So I'm very excited that we met them. I'm glad Tactical Manager took some time out of his day to come and watch the game with us. And hopefully we'll be playing them Sunday, and we can have a watch-along over on his channel on Sunday, as well as our watch-along on our channel against the Cayman Islands on Sunday as well, guys. So, yeah. That's about it. That's all I got. Anything else you want to say, Tactical, before you head on out?
No. I'll see Canada on Sunday. I'm hoping they'll win.
All right. We'll like it. We'll let Filippo go first. So, Filippo, I appreciate it, my man. Hopefully we'll see you on Sunday, and take care.
Bye, guys. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, my man. Tell me about it, bro. I do watch-alongs, and I say 0 instead of 0, and I get flamed. Yeah, they definitely do, man. They take things differently over in Europe. I think it would be interesting if you had any European fans on a future to discuss football for the European mindset compared to the US. I'll look out for it. Yeah, it could be cool, man. It's definitely an interesting perspective, the way that Canadians versus European teams take a look at it. But yeah, I mean, bringing this kind of content to the channel, I'm very excited to do. I'm very honored to be able to talk about the Canadian men's national team and find a whole bunch of new people here today. So I hope you guys did enjoy the watch along, and you'll join us on Sunday when we take on the Cayman Islands, and potentially for a little watch along with Felipe over on his channel. So a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new likes, and a lot of new friends, and hopefully we'll talk to you guys soon. So I'm heading out though. Gotta get up in the morning, you know, yada yada yada. But we'll cheer on Canada, and I'll wake up, I guess, in the morning and see how they did. So until next time, guys, take care. Drop a like on the way out, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time.